All right, let's get into this. Hopefully that's not too loud. Y'all let me know if that's too loud. It's too loud. Y'all let me know if that's too loud. Anybody that want to hit the panel real quick, I'll drop the link for you guys to hit the panel. Feel free to hit the link if you want to have a conversation. Feel free to hit the link if you want to pull up. YouTube is undefeated. YouTube is undefeated. Undefeated. Had a couple minutes, I figured I'd jump back on. So apparently, I don't know, I feel like it's too loud. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, that might be better. So apparently, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting some feedback or whatever case may be. So what are we discussing? I was going to just start it off, Miss Curlin. I was going to start it off real quick. Riding Dirty, I see you. Lovely, I see you. What's going on? So I'm getting some feedback, some negative, some positive about my last video. And which was in reference to some comments that was made by Mr. Charleston White. And people wanted to know, you know, why was his opinion on white people so important? So let me give y'all some information or whatever, because I think a lot of times when we have these conversations, like nobody really actually goes into depth. You know, they just say, hey, I don't agree or I disagree or whatever. So here's the thing, right? I think that we are people that are very we're influenced by what's popular. And I think that there is no difference from saying, as a black man, from saying what should happen to a white person than a white man saying what should happen to a black person. I think once we start promoting or turning a blind eye to situations, we're saying we agree with it. You know, we're that's cool. And I think that's a lot of times here on YouTube, we're in this process of, you know, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm not going to say anything about this. And a lot of people, to be honest with you, there's a lot of people that say, man, your content, you have great content. The issue is that you're speaking to people that want the foolery. You're speaking to people that want the nonsense. That's why every time you know, you say something, it's about finding the nonsense in the message. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not accustomed to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not accustomed to having a bunch of people just try to find the nonsense. Like, you have to be talking about somebody. You have to be, you know, downing someone. You have to be, you know, talking about people's families. And like, it's like, that's the type of conversation, you know, I guess in this particular area of YouTube, that's the thing, that's the it. And I think that when you, for some reason, you have a conversation or you make a video, I think that that's what a lot of people tend to look for. You know what I'm saying? And it took someone, and I appreciate it. I actually got a call, well, a text with a voicemail. And they were explaining to me, it's like, bro, like, what you're saying is spot on. The issue about it is you're speaking to people that welcome the nonsense. You're speaking to people who are accustomed to anybody who says anything is just about nonsense. You see what I'm saying? And it didn't dawn on me until he pointed something out, and which was interesting, because here's the thing. I think that if you are a man doing work in your community, that's awesome. That's great. If you go outside your home and you care enough about men, women, and children outside your home, that's amazing. If you're putting in that type of work and that type of time, like when I go to, you know, the jails, and I go to, you know, the Big Brothers, and I go to the Helping Hands, When I go to these places, it's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. And I know a lot of times when you're helping people, you ain't got time to record it. You see what I'm saying? So if there's people out there and they're getting their work captured, that's a blessing as well. You know, somebody who thinks enough of you, or someone who wants to share what it is that you're doing. That's great. But the only thing about it is, it's like, if you're a great person off of YouTube, why can't we be great people on YouTube? You know, why can't we care on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? If you take the time out and you help the homeless and you help young people, you know, you help at the shelter, you do these things, that's great. That's awesome. That says a lot about your character. Why don't you invite Mr. White House to invite him to have a discussion? Yeah, I mean, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. But I mean, again, it's I think that you know, if you are taking the time out to do things in your community, that's awesome. You know, but I don't see the correlation in, if you're good offline, come online and be something else. Like I don't get the whole character thing. Like I don't get that role. I don't get that. I don't get that narrative. I was listening to a content creator, and he was saying that, you know, for those people that have, you know, kind of, and I wouldn't say smoke, you know, but concern about what Charleston White said about white women, you know, make sure that you fight as hard for black women. I think once we put in a category all, I think that covers everybody. That encompasses everyone. You know what I'm saying? And I think that once we give a pass to a black man, again, that's your opinion, that's your perspective. You know what I'm saying? But I think that if I align myself with you, then people are going to think that, yeah, that's my perspective too. I think that it's very important that people know where you stand at, and that you can, of course, learn to agree to disagree. But I just think that that's promoting a narrative with white people, and giving them a pass to say, well, it's okay to do that to black women. You see what I'm saying? So if we as black men say, okay, well, we can just say whatever we want about white women. So when white men start saying whatever they want about black women, should we be in an uproar because that's just their perspective? Or how about we have a standard and we say, hey, let's just stop the bullshit whatsoever? And I think that's the issue. Having a standard across the board that we hold everybody accountable for. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem. The problem is that we have this selective outrage and a selective accountability. So it's just like, you know, if you say, well, I don't care about what a black man says about a white woman, right? So will you care about what a white man says about a black woman? You know, I mean, it's kind of a thin line, but the thing about it is, when you have the same standard, everybody gets the same fair shake. You know what I'm saying? I don't think men should be attacking women. I don't think women should be attacking men, and I damn sure don't think nobody should be putting their hands on one another. You know, I damn sure don't think that. I'm gonna drop this link so you guys can you join the conversation, so you gotta just hide in the bushes, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know, but you know, the information that I got in regards to, you know, just finding I don't know, just finding a different space where people, you know, you, depending on your crowd, your message is going to invoke the crowd that you're talking to and speaking with. And I noticed that, you know, here in this sector, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's full of nonsense. It's full of craziness, and it's like, that's something that, to be honest with you, it's not about productivity. It's not about working together. It's not about men being men and women being women. It's just about who can be the nastiest. You know, who can hate each other the most, who can promote the most violence and the most nonsense. And I see it. I definitely see it. I'm gonna drop this link again. Feel free to pull up. But yeah, this is it's a crazy situation. Crazy situation. Refuse to lose. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I just think, as a woman, a whole white black woman, it's just so much attack against the woman in general, especially a woman who has a voice, who's willing to, take the stand, and then to be, beat up a lot of time by their own peers, simply for standing on what's right or just not saying nothing at all. When you find, that lane where, you just refuse to just be all over certain places, and then still become the victim. So it is like, what do you do? Like, do you fight back and act like a fool like everybody else? I mean, it's disheartening, really. It really is.
Yeah, I think it is disheartening, man. It's like, to me, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna admit this to everybody that's listening. I was wrong. I was I was wrong. Excuse me. I was wrong. Grab my water. I was wrong thinking that um people care. I was wrong thinking that we all have been through trial and tribulations. We all have, what I'm saying, some connection to some children. We all, what I'm saying, have know about the things that affect our communities. Like, I was wrong to think that people care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was wrong to think that it was about solutions in this particular area or sector of YouTube. I was wrong. I to me, honestly, I never wanted to belong to no sector. I just wanted to come on, talk about the tough topics and bring men and women together and promote solutions. But I was wrong, because you can't just get anybody. You can't just get anybody. And I think what has happened is when you hold on for a minute. I see you back there, Rich Bleezy. Rich Bleezy, what's up, man?
Mario, what's happening?
What's popping, man?
I want to hit on the subject. I hope you're still on it because I just walked away for a second.
Okay, I mean, speak on it. It's cool.
About what Charleston White was talking about, what he was speaking. I listened to him, and there was a message in his madness. I don't think he actually stressed his message enough when he was talking about raping white women and watching a white man die and shit like that. He also went into, I mean, his message was pretty much, there's a word I'm looking for. I'm trying to find out. It was, well, fuck it. But anyway, his message was, what's that?
No, I was laughing. Go ahead.
Oh, it was a crude message, but he got it through. I seen his message, but at any rate, his message was pretty much, you let rappers talk about killing each other. Okay, you let black folks on YouTube use the N word, and you guys, you people let black folks do all that to each other with no problem, nothing said. So he said, he said, I'm gonna talk about you white folks and see how far you go, and see how you guys respond to that, because you let black folks call each other the N word, and you let rappers talk about killing each other, black folks killing black folks. You guys allow that. You promote black on black crime. Because he did mention that, but he probably didn't mention it enough. That's my take on his message. And he mentioned character, because he is a character online. Now, about him teaching in schools, I don't know how that shit's going to work out. I don't know what type of schools he teaches in, or he goes to give speeches to. I don't know what school would let his ass in, actually.
And this is my concern. My concern is that people see his message, and you use the word crude. Here's the thing. I'm not. It's certain people that's not going to listen to the whole message. You know what I'm saying? They're only going to get to a certain point where then they tune you out. And so now you have this stigma that you'll say anything. You understand what I'm saying? You'll do anything. And I think that, to me, yeah, you're of course you're rattling some cages, you're pissing some people off. But my thing is, there's no way you can go into those schools and go, you know what I'm saying, to City Hall and be talking like that. So now why are we talking like that online? If it's about doing the work and getting out there and helping the community, why not bring the positivity from what you're doing in the community to social media? I don't know why. Because if there was a white man sitting around on YouTube saying the things that he's saying about black people, we'll be in an uproar. But no one cares if he says it about white women or whatever the case may be. And I just feel like, and I heard, some people say, well, we can't be caping for these white women. And I was like, bro, I don't think it's caping. I think that if we stand idly by and allow it and don't say that, hey, we feel where we stand with that, then I think people are going to start saying, well, if you can do it, then I can do it. So now we got 18 people trying to be Charleston white. So that further promotes the message, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to go from white people to black women. It's just a matter of time. It's going to be like, well, we can talk about, we can punch white women in the face. Well, why can't we punch black women in the face? It's just a matter of time before someone has to one up you. And that's why I feel like, he's setting the bar really high with the message that he has.
I feel like with the white person, the white woman, the black woman, the problem is that we'll take that one bad fruit and put it on the whole generation. Like you'll take somebody that's delivering positive content and you overlook it for the negative content and then try to drag the positive content creator into the negative. And so now it looks to those people that don't even know the positive creator look like they're the bad person when they actually trying to get people just to see the facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I sat back and I kind of studied some people. I studied how certain messages are received, and I studied how certain things are like being promoted or whatever. And I think it's just a group of people. You know what I'm saying? It's just a group of people. Like I can't take a Crip message to the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand your audience and the people that you're talking to. And it just really dawned on me the type of audience that comes with, certain names. You know what I'm saying? That's
people
really
process. Yeah, people process things differently. I gave examples with the Laurel and Yanni. You hear what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. There's other examples like that. The ear and the brain, it'll go through the ear and the brain process certain things differently. That's why we have left, we have right. People process messages differently. I want to hit on just like when I first started listening to Tommy Sotomayor, it was very shocking listening to him in the beginning. And then I started listening and I got kind of numb to it. And then I said, well, there's a message in his madness, And I said, okay, I kind of like dig his narrative. He's shaming the thoughts and the whores and, and the wretchedness. But Charleston, he does say it. I think he probably needs to say it a little bit more about his what I believe what his message was, that they're allowing us to degrade ourselves online and go unpunished. As long as we degrade ourselves as black people, it's okay. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to combat that with talking about how I like to choke and grape a white woman and watch a white man watch him to his demise. I think he's kind of like combating it that way. I mean, It's a different way of doing it, but that's what I think he's doing. And plus, he's doing it for money as well and for attention and so forth. Like we all do. I mean, most of us. We're doing shit for money. A lot of us.
I think the issue is, Rich Bleezy, I think that when you have a message, that is so salute womansphere versus manosphere. If you want to join the panel, you can. When you have a message that's like that, like his message is to combat the things that you just said. Like it's a counterbalance. The issue is that in every message that you do, that's like this shock value thing that you're pushing or whatever case be, you're not explaining that in that message. So for those people that come across you, may think that, well, you're just doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a super troll move or whatever. So they don't get the whole breakdown of why you're doing it. So they may just take it as, you know what I'm saying, for face value. But
Right.
I get what you're saying. I totally
Well,
get.
because I think the average YouTuber, they don't listen to your entire video any damn way. They listen at certain things. Some people listen to the guy for laughs and jokes, right? Because the guy
Yeah.
is funny in a crazy, retarded type of way. He'll have you laughing, but then he'll have his moments, where he says some stuff, it's straight up shock value. But then, even when he went on his worst rant, that's the worst rant I've actually heard, when he was talking about raping white women and watching people die. I was like, but he did mention that's his counterbalance, basically. But he probably didn't mention it enough.
I agree with what you know what I'm saying, you're saying. TCT, what's going on, man? Salute. Jenny, I see you. I agree with what you're saying. I get it. And I understand the counterbalance. The issue is that there are going to be a lot of people who feel like, I'm just going to do the crude stuff. I'm going to take the shock value, and it's not going to be anything behind it. So you're creating more crude messages to be promoted. You're creating more disdain to be promoted. He might have a great end state, but people are not going, just like right now you just explained, well, there was a method to his madness. He said this, but he also said, rappers say this all the time and nobody says anything, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. People are just going to get the crude message and say, this is how I can come up in YouTube by promoting this shock value. And my message is basically saying, bro, that's going to be dangerous. That's going to be dangerous, because as you promote that, he might be protected, but that don't mean you're going to be protected. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, a lot of the popular YouTubers, when they say certain things, you can't do that, you know what I'm saying, because it may bring some problems.
No, that's a valid point. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of followers out there that would take that, and some of them will apply it to YouTube. Some of these cats will apply it to real life. It's just, it's.
Yeah.
If you go back about 10 months ago, when I first came across his page, he was talking to us. And he was basically saying that, people are hating because, they'll never have the household he had, for his furniture, his this, his that, his clothes. That some people jealous because they could never provide this and that for their children. And, I'm like, you don't know what God may do for another family. He may bless them in higher ways that he haven't blessed you. But for you to call out and make people feel like they less than because they still struggling and trying to make their way, I thought that was wrong. So for me, it didn't start with the white ladies. It started with us.
It's funny because I do videos and I go live or whatever, and I don't do too many edited videos or whatever, because I like the just that raw feel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you're gonna be passionate, you're gonna be passionate. Some people they do edited videos so that way it kind of keeps you safe to a certain extent, or whatever case may be. You can just edit out that passion, or edit out that name, or edit out, you know what I'm saying? So I get why people do it, and it's definitely more structured like that. I get it. But the reason why I wanted to put that video out there in regards to say, hey, Charleston, look, respect what I'm respecting what you're doing. You saying you're doing in the community, cool. But there's going to be a lot of people who try to act like Charleston White. It's going to be a lot of people who are going to promote the shock value, and nobody's going to be putting in the work in the schools. You see what I'm saying? So who he is in real life and what he does, those people they're not going to do that part. The part they're going to do is what they see online, right? So they're going to be promoting it is okay to harm women online. And some people are going to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing that Charleston White did, and I'm going to say it's okay to harm white women. Like, you hear people, I don't care about no white women. I don't care about no white women. And it's like, dog, listen, the same way you say you don't care about white women, there's going to be a black guy out there that say, well, I don't care about no women. I don't care about no women. That's my shock value. That's my one upper. And that's how I kind of see this section of YouTube. It's like, what can I do to one up you? What can I do to upstage you? And that's why I said, I just wanted to send that message to him, like, man, keep in mind that even though what you're doing, you're promoting it as a counterbalance, there's going to be someone who's not going to promote it as a counterbalance and just use what it is that you're doing and promote that. And I think that's going to be dangerous, especially for a guy to say, well, I'm going to punch your daughter in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
yeah,
they're going to have a problem.
I agree with you on that. I think Charleston White he's in that mode where he's getting it while the getting is good. He knows a good thing is not going to last forever, so he better get it while he can get it. And he's trying to capitalize off it because he knows it's probably not going to last forever for him and his narrative. But sometimes you got to get it when the getting is good. And he says, I guess he's going to use this to get it.
No doubt. I mean, again, man, I
mean, that is selfish, but I mean, hey, we got a lot of that going on.
To each their own. I don't pay his bills. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
who the hell am I? You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I just feel like once he get it while the getting's good and he goes on and he lives his life or whatever, there are going to be other people promoting that same rhetoric that have nothing to do with a counterbalance. They're just going to be promoting it, and it may affect your children. It may affect your wife. It may, you see what I'm saying? So it just to me, I understand if you have a method to your madness. I understand you getting it while the getting is good, but I just feel like, be mindful that what you're promoting, may be dangerous and it may be more harmful than good.
Right. Well, maybe he's trying to be a comedian too. Maybe he's trying to be the next Cat Williams. I don't know. He's working on something. He's a little motherfucker like Cat Williams.
Marlon, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Salute to chat. I think that the black sector of YouTube, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty sad, man. And I feel it's creating more division, like between men and women, between, the black culture. It's just sad, man. You see the same thing every day. Women being disrespected, men being disrespected, their mothers being disrespected, and I mean, I don't really see it changing because it seems like negativity and drama that sells, and you got creators like you and Gravity Takeout that give like good messages, but nobody wants to hear that. They want to hear the drama. Same thing with with music. Like with rap music, for example, people want to hear gangster rap. They don't want to hear the conscious rap. Like cats like Common or Talib Kweli. They want to hear like the gangster stuff, and it's like the same thing on YouTube. And I also think like with men and women, it's like a division between men and women. Women don't really respect men. Men definitely don't respect women, and I mean you see that like in everyday life, and it's just sad, man. I don't really see it getting better,
I think I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just think that right now, well, of course we are all here on YouTube for different reasons, and I think that my reason for being on YouTube doesn't fit with the people that I've been talking to. In reference to the not people I've been talking to, but the things that I've been commenting on, that it doesn't jive. You see what I'm saying? Because instead of getting, like, I'll say, okay, I don't agree with Rich Bleezy for whatever. Rich Bleezy, but I won't say his kids, I won't say, his job, and then you'll turn around and make a video on me, talking about my kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the hell?
Right.
Like, what my daughter do to you, dog? Like, so it's just
right.
not, it's I just need to find a better space. You know what I'm saying? You understand when it's time to kind of bow out gracefully, salute everybody, wish you the best.
Definitely.
But I just don't think that now Rich Bleezy can get it in now. Rich Bleezy can, he can handle all that. It's, I think he's having fun and all that great stuff. But for me, I just take what I'm doing a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more prideful with what I'm doing. So when I see people like, they take my conversation and they edit it into beef. You know what I'm saying? Like they edit my videos into beef. Like I just, it makes me feel a certain type of way. So I just, kind of bow out gracefully type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna
Well,
add something,
I'm
and then
just
I'm gonna
understanding
drop
that
down.
YouTube is YouTube. I don't take it serious. I don't let people get on my nerves. I don't let people know my buttons as well. That's the worst thing you can do is let a person know your buttons. Once they know your buttons, they're going to continue to keep pushing that red button, pushing it and pushing it. You know what I think what we got going on, Tough Love, is that we got a lot of modern day Sambos going back on right now because we're in an era where what's good is bad and what's bad is good, So I'm seeing a lot of these modern day Sambos come on. They don't care. They're going to perform. They're going to do anything for a bag or for some chump change. And then they see opportunity. YouTube's opportunity for a lot of people. A lot of people that's on here, they're doing this for a living. And
well, I want to add this real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to say this: everybody that's trying to co-sign the BS and Tough Love, I don't do this. Everybody that's co-signing the BS is full of it, and you all need to understand that you got mothers, daughters, children, grandchildren, and when you leave this earth and some crazy person run across what you put out here and you're not here to protect yours, you're gonna feel it right in the hole where you at. And I'm out.
All right, peace out. Peace out.
Peace out. Salute.
Riding Dirty, what's up, man?
I don't think
Can
you're
you
gonna
hear
feel
me?
shit once you're in the hole, but at
I can
any
hear
rate.
you.
What's happening, brother? How you doing? What's up?
Feel free to talk. Y'all are both
Hey, salute to the panel. Hey, why, man? Why did you say his name, bro? That's just a rhetorical question. And I get it, but and I'll be honest with you, man. Like I get what you're doing, but at a point it almost sounds self-righteous. You know what I mean?
Speak on it. I'm listening.
Because it's like I do this, but you do that. I do this, but you do that. And so whenever you continuously say I in comparison to somebody else, it automatically sounds self-righteous. You dig what I'm saying? And it's not that you're wrong. It's not that you're, because, I feel the same way you feel. However, you know what I'm saying? You just start to sound preachy. You know what I'm saying? And then at a point, no matter how good the message is, people get turned off for the same reason that people like you and I get turned off by Charleston White or someone like Charleston White. The people that, favor him get turned off by the way you deliver your message.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? And like, I just heard you say, something about trying to find your space in YouTube or another way. I think it is there. For me, I think it's there. And I think the grass is green, but I think you just can't help but to see over the other fences. And you know what I mean? Because I think your message is good, but as long as you keep using that good message to insert it into chaos, it's gonna be what it is instead of just letting it be good.
Let me find out you about to piss somebody off. You about to piss Tough Love off with this bullshit.
No, I'm just saying though, instead of just let your message be your message and then let it magnetize and let people gravitate toward it naturally.
What I just did, because see, this is the thing. What you just did. Hold on, let me make that. Yeah, somebody sound like they're in a windstorm over there. Raspberry, let me address what you just said. First of all, I appreciate you saying that. I haven't watched the playback yet, but what I did was I just put that video that I just did on private. I want to go back and listen to it. I want to see if I get that vibe about what you just said, because sometimes it takes somebody else to break it down like you did. This is what you did for me, because what you did for me is exactly. Oh, he just dropped down. I think he can still hear me though. Hey, feel free to come back. So what he just did for me was the type of information. Yeah, he's back. Okay. So what you just did for me is the type of feedback that I thought that I could get from, the other content creators that I've been talking to. Like, hey, I get what you're saying, maybe where you're coming from, but this is how I see it. But that's not how they do it over here. So I just put it on private. I'm gonna check it out and see how I feel about it or whatever case may be. So I appreciate you saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that you say, hey, I get where you're coming from. Because in this particular space, you know, people will say you're 100% incorrect versus saying, yeah, there is some truth and logic to what you're saying. So yeah, I appreciate what you. Anybody else? How do you guys feel about the message? If you saw the video, what did you take from it? Bad or good? What did you take from it?
Which video are we talking about?
The last one I just did.
Remind me more.
Yeah, the Charleston White video.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I honestly, with Charleston White, like, I think ToughLove, you know, I don't take YouTube too seriously. That's why when it, you know, I tell you, probably more than I see it, I don't believe you belong in this sector. It gets lost in all the back and forth, and you're really trying to get a message out there. And I see better. I hate to say it, but it's there for you. This, I don't know who named the sector, called the sector, because I didn't even know this, but to just have this kind of arguing going back and forth, obviously you see these, they like it and they're gonna stay in, you know, that, because it's about money for them. And this is what I even said to Ricky Manor on his chat, you know, so upset or so offended from the beginning of times. I mean, we have, just go back in history, and people have always gravitated to. That's why back in the day you used to have public hang-ins. I mean, way before hanging, you know, blacks or anything like that, they just hung people in the square. You know, if you go way back, they would have people fighting. So people of all color, all ethnicities gravitate towards violence. Something in our brain that triggers that, make us look. If you're driving by on the highway and there's a car crash, traffic tends to slow up because people are looking. That everybody wants, you know. So that's something that our brain is going to gravitate toward anyway. Bless you. But however, you're welcome. To then try to say, well, a Charleston White should go talk in schools. First of all, I can't even understand. I don't know what that man is saying. And anything, and I would have to put the words on to just don't know what he's saying. To be honest, I just don't. And then to say for him to go, I curse words and things like that, and the N word continuously. And so to say for him to go speak, and the kids ain't gonna understand him, because I can't. Two, white people can't, most of them either. They're gonna have to put it on words. And three, what would he be teaching anybody? Like, then if he says, well, go to my page and look, what would the kids then go and look at? Because then it's contradictory to what he's trying to say. I'm trying to teach a youth, unless he's trying to teach them how to use those words and put us down.
There's more to the guy in just the video that you're seeing. There's a lot more to the guy. I watched the guy.
I have not seen any videos.
Okay, well, that's good.
I mean, I've seen them, but I don't.
No, just you have to go watch them. But you know what? A lot of people need to practice.
Oh God, I can't understand them.
Common sense when they're watching videos. They actually do. I watch videos, but I selectively watch them. Okay, there's certain videos I'll watch that he does that I like. Just like any other YouTube content creator, if there's certain things, I may go to this person's channel. If they're not talking about shit today that doesn't interest me, then I won't watch them. I'll go somewhere else. And if that person's not doing something, I'll go somewhere else until I find what I actually like, straight up. And I don't think a lot of people are using like average intelligence to select what they watch. You know, they just stick to the negative shit. But he has a message. And I've seen a lot of his videos. He had a message on gangbangers, but nobody's bringing that up. Actually, he had a good message on gangbangers.
You know what, Rick Bleezer, I will definitely agree with you. Like I said, I've heard that message on gangbangers, and like I said, to some instance, I definitely agree. And I think I even did a video a while ago about that. I'm just saying. See, here's the thing. I feel like we should be mindful of what we're putting out there. But I'm speaking to people who don't care about what they put out. So it's like your conversation is falling on deaf ears. You have to have people that really care, like really have, you know what I'm saying, things that's going on where it can affect them. Like when you start talking about, take me for instance, if I get online and I do the thing that Charleston White does and says, it definitely will mess me up in the next chapter that I'm moving into, you know, in life, in real life, because they'll see those things and they'll say, no, you can't be in this company and have that online. Like it won't correlate. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what you're doing in real life.
Right. But you're pivoting on a moral or principle standpoint. You know, that guy who flips you off in the fucking car because you did something he didn't like. Now, these people have voices now via YouTube, fucking Instagram, and so forth. This is what we're hearing now. We have all these apps that let these people voice their opinions, and that's what we're hearing right now. We're hearing the idiot voice their opinions. We're hearing the smart person voice their opinions. All kind of shit is being clouded out. So you got to exercise common sense on who you want to watch. Straight up, you're gonna hear some fuck shit. You're gonna hear some good common sense shit as well. So I mean, everyone has an opinion.
Yeah. Mark J, Real Comedy. What's going on, man? You on mute?
Yeah, he needs to unmute himself.
Are you on mute, brother? I can't hear you. You don't know what's going on? He said, I don't know what's going on.
Well, in the meantime, let me say this. Okay. Because I'm going to get, if there's all men on the panel, I'm going to come down after this.
Hear me now?
In everything you can find a message. There's always in anything we can message. But however, and I understand what the gentleman was saying, that, you know, there's this, but it should be labeled under like comedy or something, not to be taken serious. If you're trying to get a message across and trying to change, you know, our youth, then say that's a quote. That's what he's saying.
Well, do you know what it's labeled under? Because I don't even know what it's labeled under.
Not labeled under comedy.
I'm labeled under entertainment, so you know I can get away with a bunch. But I'm not sure what he's labeled under. So,
well, he's saying that he's going into.
Ooh, my mic messed up.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was messing up just a minute ago, though.
Okay, I don't think that was me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's labeled even a rating, because you know, small kids, you can get on there and see that. I just don't like the fact when it's always calling each other the N-word. Like, that needs to be taken out, period. It just does. You can't then go to school and because he's the one that's saying this, even though I can't understand anything else he's saying. When he talks, he's saying he's going, you know, he talks to the youth and things like that. So he needs to label it a comedy or. Pardon?
You probably tune him out because you can't get beyond the curse words and some of the vile shit that he says. So a lot of people,
No, I'm really trying to listen.
Can't get past that.
I can't understand them.
I'm not promoting the guy. I'm just saying a lot of people can't get past that. See, I'm numb to stuff like that. So I can actually listen to a person, or even the foulest of the foul. I can listen to him, and if there is a message,
oh yeah, I can too. I really just cannot understand him. I just can't. I cannot understand a word. I don't understand what the man is saying.
Okay, well, simple explanation.
I don't, and I don't want to be rude, but I just don't understand.
It's not going anywhere. There's probably 1,000 more people like him that has platforms right now. So,
right, that's what I said from the beginning of time, you know. But at the same time, don't say you're going to school. Like, take that out of it then when you're doing what you're doing, because we're trying to, if we're trying to be different and to treat women with manners, and like say even take it back to how women used to be treated with more manners, respect, and men are saying we want more feminine women. How are women gonna, act like that if they're being called those same names? So you can't
You know
have
what? This is one thing
both.
I have a problem with. We have more women. This is what I don't understand. We got a lot of women refer to themselves as women. I don't hear a lot of. I don't hear a lot of women refer to themselves as ladies nowadays. I just say, "Oh,
Well,
I'm a
I
woman. I'm
do.
a woman."
I do,
Fuck
and
a
I
woman.
usually
Refer
call
to
the.
yourself as a lady if
I
you're a
usually
lady, then you get the respect. And act like a lady, then you get the respect. If you're just a woman, that means you got boobs and a cookie. I mean, I'm a man. Hey, I got a dizzle. I mean, but hell, but if I said I'm a gentleman, it's a little different. Okay, you look at me, you treat me differently. You look at me differently if I come off as.
It's a matter of wording, and yes, I do call myself a lady, and even in the chat, most of them will let you know. I'll say, "Hey, lady," or "milady," or whatever, because I see certain people, as well as myself and my daughter. But at the same time, every child doesn't know that. They're not saying, "Oh, lady, woman, see woman." And, you have to make it as simple as possible if you're dealing with children, and you just let them know what is wrong, what is right. On there, don't confuse them in the beginning stages, because it shows all different ways. If they're seeing this, hearing this, and then contrary to what you're saying, then it's this way, then it's that. It's confusing for children. So take it, and then I say, do whatever you want, because it's a free world. That's how I feel about it. If it's entertainment, do whatever you want, but just take children out of it. That's the thing, nothing else. I don't care what anybody adult wants to do. Being the worst, I've been there. Like, do you? But just
Okay, there we
remove it.
go.
That's
There's
all
your
I'm
calling.
saying.
So, do you have a page? Do you have a YouTube page, an Instagram page, or anything?
No, I don't do that. I have, everything is private for me.
Okay, that sounds like that's your calling. Make sure people take care of the kids and
Yep.
the women. That's your calling.
That's what I do. So
okay, great.
that's my focus is on children, not even for adults, for children, and positive message that goes across to them, because the youth, I mean, they do need our guidance and do look up to us. That's why I said take children out of it and then do whatever he wants, like talk all he wants.
The guy, he might
I
talk differently.
I personally don't care what.
The guy might talk differently when he's in front of children. I'm sure he doesn't talk the way he talked off of one video that you've probably seen. I'm sure he talks differently.
I don't told you. I'm sure he does too, but real life, when you're on, see, this is what you're missing. I don't care whatever he does, but in every thing I see, I never watch him, but you see the chopped up parts on things, and on other shows that I watch, and I still can't stand him, so it makes no difference. But I understand when he says he's out there speaking, and I understand the N-word and curse words. And all I'm saying is take kids out of it then. Just say, don't keep saying that and then follow up with and a mother effer, and because then that's like, understand you're like shoving two things together, and we may not agree, but I disagree. I'm just saying take kids out of it then. Go ahead, live your life, do whatever. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna step down.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm gonna step down so that the men can,
A lot of the kids that he's actually talking about helping understand nothing but that language.
Well, can I say this? And because I heard the whole thing, first of all, the very point of his message, at least from what I heard, and y'all definitely can tell me otherwise, it is how men speak in their masculine versus speaking with
you hear me?
all these emotions. Yeah. And one of the things is that he's trying to get men who's always in their feelings to learn how to think in their mind. And when we as men, I feel we should do this and feel, that's not what we got time to do. We can feel something, but we got to be able to speak with a boldness. And sometimes we have to try to shock jock these feelings out of men. Why? Because too many emotional feelings can be extremely dangerous versus, hey, I just feel. It is these feeling men that's out here doing the effery, in my opinion.
You got a point.
It's these feeling men that's being raised up by women to feel their way through life. We as men don't have time to always feel. We have time we got to do. I'm a retired veteran of the United States Army. Do you think
Thank you for your service.
drill sergeant wants me to say, drill sergeant, I feel tired. I feel like I'm scared. He don't want to hear that.
Well, you know what they call them, right? They call them blind. Stevie Wonder got to feel his way through life. You're not blind. You shouldn't be hanging on to your emotions.
Exactly. So when he's speaking and he's giving the message, he even said to the young man, I gave you my answer. Why are you looking to another man for another answer? And he was trying to hone in the point that we're not supposed to be trying to run and validate. If I go to ToughLove and I say, ToughLove, I got this situation going on, and he gives me an answer, I don't have what I look like running to 3 other men to answer a question. I already asked the man his opinion. His opinion ain't got nothing to do with any other man's opinion. That's his thoughts, his experience. And we have too many men who's been feminized and act like women. And now we're dealing with some groups of people that's in their damn feelings.
You know what? He does, not to cut you off, he does have a way of doing it. Not to cut you off, but he has a way of doing it. He just has a unique way of doing it. A lot of people don't agree with it. I listen to the guy. He has me laughing, but I see his message as well. Some shit is stupid as shit to me, but I do see a positive message in some of it. I can find it, you know.
Hey, may I interject now?
Yeah.
Hi. Again, salute to the host and to the chat, to the panel. I'm a 61-year-old man, and a lot of y'all that be running these YouTube street know me because I do get on the platforms and I say what's on my mind and give my opinion like everybody else do. But I don't have I'm not asking anybody for anything, but understanding. This thing is really about what our children are watching today. It's about who we like and who we don't like. See, people got to stop getting in their feelings about when somebody makes a mistake or do one thing that you don't like. See, morals, it should be the key component in here. Do you know yesterday there was a woman who is black, just like us, that was going to be on for life. I don't mean to change the subject of your ToughLove of your platform because I'm not. If you give me just a second, I need like 3 minutes. And she just was letting somebody out of jail that had hundreds of thousands of videos of children pornography. She's getting ready to get nominated. She's going to be nominated because of the Democratic Party. They have the vote and the tie. But this woman let somebody out of jail that had all of this of children being raped and sodomized and all this for 3 months. Not only that, she had 7 other defendants, and then she was questioned by some scrupulous devil motherfuckers that was racist. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what I can say on your platform, ToughLove. But listen, this is my first time being here, and I don't mean to be a scare or somebody who's not. And I'm sorry for being loud, but this is a real issue with me. If we concerned about these children like Swami Brown is, and all these rest of these people are, then we need to stick to the children. All this argument and bickering, grown ass men. Oh, I mean, almost my age make me look bad, man. I'm glad I skipped that generation. because these 30 and 40-year-olds now are losing their minds on this internet and calling each other's mamas and dead daddies and carrying hatchets and stealing allowance. You know, if somebody bought my daddy a hatchet on him to confuse a friendship with another one, didn't come on my platform, how does that make sense for me? All I'm trying to say is this. Y'all better pay attention, because the pedophiles are going to be the ones taking over the earth. And your children are not going to be safe if we continue to bicker with each other while our children are being raped.
Well, I can say this much. I can say this much. Our children is not watching this shit. Our children are watching the Cardi B's and
baby, you'd be surprised what gets in the hands.
That's who they're watching. They're not watching us.
Hey, you'd be surprised what gets in the hands of the. Who's hot now? Who's hot?
Hey, them kids ain't watching us.
Let me hold up. I just want to say something. I just want to say something. You raised Kwame Brown, and I think respectfully, sir, you're mixing that. Kwame Brown never ever talked about anybody's mother or father or any of those things, and I don't.
Sure he has. No, that's not true.
No. I need that to be clear. No, sir.
Let him finish.
Hold on, sir. Because number one, people was attacking Kwame Brown. You have to understand that Kwame Brown was just a low, hey, let's just have fun, etc. You don't know the history. His platform no sir. I'm going to defend a certain part of him. His platform got blown up because somebody talked about his. No, sir. I can show you the history. Somebody talked about his father that he didn't even know. It made him try to look like a. No, but what I'm saying is, I heard what you're saying, and somebody's going to take.
Supporter, man.
No, but see what but what I'm saying is, in this discussion.
Why are you hiding your face?
The reason I'm saying that, sir, is because in this discussion, knowing the history, I don't see why his name should be evoked. There's already been a situation. Listen, sir, if you listen to me, you'll get a better understanding of your.
Can I finish what I was saying, sir?
The reason I'm saying that, sir, is because I don't need no one coming to this platform and then turn around, take a snippet, and then all of a sudden it's gonna. Sir, what I'm trying to explain to you, sir, I'm trying to protect the man who got this platform. See, this is what I mean by men in their feelings. This is the example. I'm trying to explain to you, sir, not to provoke this gentleman's name. Why? Wow.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're protecting him. And you know what? The simple way to combat somebody talking about you and doxing you is just ignore it. That's the simple way to do it. You don't fight fire with fire all the time. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. If you ignore that shit, that means he still stooped down to their level.
I'm not even talking about Kwame Brown anymore. I left that alone.
Let's move on.
Kwame Brown can defend himself. That's what's wrong with grown ass men. They trying to defend, and women trying to defend other people who you don't live with. You don't know what they're doing. They could be child molesters. They could be whatever. You don't know. You just know them in their YouTube life. Okay? Why would Hassan be on this man's platform? This thing is for algorithms. Listen, ain't no fun when money is the gun. Don't be sadly mistaken. I ain't got a penny in this. You know, I'm just saying. I got some on his platform though. Go check the algorithms on. I used to support Kwame until he stopped talking. When the last time you heard Mama's cooking? When the last time you heard Mama's cooking? When the last time you heard him say something about helping molest the children? When have you ever heard Hassan?
Why are we still talking about Kwame? I thought we was getting off that subject.
Oh, now you want to shut up about Kwame? Okay, thank you. Because I got a lot about. I'm 61. I've been covering him since his college years.
Hold on,
not his college, his high school years.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. I still waiting on help break.
I got my feelings surgically removed when I joined YouTube. I'm cool. I'm good with it.
I got you. So let's get back on track. I stepped away. I came back. It was all hell.
I
So
apologize.
no. It's all good. It's all good. It's healthy conversation. So we were kind of talking about, you know, the sector of Black YouTube. I wish it was a like a badge or some way you can identify, like, you know, I belong to the Black YouTube sector or something. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wish it was something you can identify, you know, because I think some people just say because you Black, you're a part of the sector. And I think that's one of the issues or whatever, kids, because I think there's a lot of people who come to social media, or especially YouTube, and they have things to talk about, and it's not necessarily, you know, wanting to be about beef.
Brown has very much talked about people's private and personal life. Yes, he has.
Marlon, what you think about all this, man?
Hey, I'm sorry. I got cataracts. I can't see too good. Who is ToughLove? ToughLove, I want to apologize to you because I didn't mean to come to your platform and create a disturbance. I was trying to get my point across, just like everybody. I was listening and before I came in. I'm sorry.
This is my platform.
Okay. I think we kind of got off topic for a minute. I mean, wow, man.
Well, if that was my fault, I apologize. But I was just speaking my opinion, sir.
And I'm gonna. We back. We good. We back.
Your opinion is welcome. I'm sure ToughLove. Don't you ToughLove welcome opinions?
Yeah, we good. We straight. If I had an issue with it, then I would have. Once I got back, you know, I would have did what I needed to do.
I just feel people should do more investigation on the people that they try to defend, because I can show you better than I can tell you if someone said something about somebody's mother or father.
I got you. So here's the issue. The issue is that there has been some back and forth between me and Kwame Brown. So I've chosen not to interact in it. If somebody has some
I never said I wouldn't talk to them. I just said I agree with them. They don't want this platform. I don't like them for their platform. That's cool.
Was that somebody playing?
Yeah, it was an echo.
KB.
Yeah, it was an echo.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah. We just, we just want to keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep everything flowing, keep everything good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Salute, chat, salute.
You said you came, Mark J. Real, you said when you came to YouTube, you didn't include your feelings. Why did you make that statement?
Well, I'm sorry, I missed that. I heard Mark J, but I ain't hear the rest.
I said when you said you came to YouTube, you said you didn't add your feelings. So who gave you that advice not to take anything serious on YouTube?
Who gave me that advice?
Yeah.
About not taking things into feelings? I grew up with that a long time ago, man. I used to let everything bother me. I was one of those dudes that did the revolving door because of my feelings in jail. You know, I was a kid, a prodigy of jailhouse. Because I do this. I love to do this. Every time somebody open their mouth and say the wrong thing. And you know, at 61, I learned when I let peace come into my heart, I asked God to give me peace that passes all understanding instead of praying for valuable things that I already had, that he already gave me. I started praying for other things and praying for other people to be better. Because I used to wake up in the morning just like some of these angry people right here, waking to do wrong and do dirty. I did. So I could see, you know, I get a little power to discern certain things. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm no better than nobody else, because that's what we all come on this platform starting to say. We're no better, but then we want to treat everybody else worse than we are. I'm a hell of a nigga. I'm a geeky. I'm not in a group. I'm not in this. People, it's not only him. Tommy Sotomayor talks about people's dead mamas. Hassan, this guy was claimed he was molested, but allegedly, but Every time he wants to talk about putting the SDD in somebody's mouth, you don't talk to men like that. Men don't talk like that. How can you even imagine?
Hey, can I interject real quick?
Another man, huh?
Can I say something real quick?
You can say anything you want to say. This is your platform, ain't it?
Nah, this is not tough love.
Oh, I can't. Like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. Again, I can't see and I can barely hear. I'm getting
You
old.
good, man. You
But
good.
I echo from being fights and stuff like that. You mess your body up when you get into that stuff like that. That's why I try to teach younger kids. That ain't really cool either.
Hey, I come in peace, man. So it's all gravy.
Right, and dirty. What's happening?
Hey, man, I think this kind of boils down to kind of the dichotomy of control. You know, when we see these YouTubers or whatever, and like I say, I really wish that you guys would refer to yourself as influencers versus creators or content creators, because at the bottom line, at the end of the day, that is what you're doing. That's my little girl running around. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead. Somebody saying something. Oh, okay. So I was saying, because regardless at the end of the day, however you view these individuals' messages, it does have an influence. You know, and it's more than just creating content, because to me, those that create content are just doing it for the likes. You know what I mean? But when you say influence, have y'all seen that movie, the documentary Fire Festival?
Mm-mm. I've never seen it.
It's about Ja Rule was linked up with this dude in New York, and they did this big deal about where they was gonna have like these super luxury beach resorts down in the Bahamas somewhere. And anyway, this dude was just scamming people. But what he was doing was getting all of these social media celebrities to go down, these models, social media models, to go down and take all these pictures and blow up their Instagram and all of that stuff. And then people started liking it. And that's how he was doing his hustle, was through that. And people bought all of these tickets, and it was supposed to be this big ass concert. And they went down there, and it looked like Katrina. It looked like New Orleans after Katrina. There was no infrastructure to support this big concert. And it got so bad that one of the dudes that was with this man was about to perform fellatio on another man just to get some pallets of water. Why? Because people were too busy being influenced by likes and jet skis and pictures of big boob women in paradise. Being gold.
Hey, before I leave, because I gotta go pick up somebody, can I just say this one thing to everybody? In reference to Kwame Brown, I don't hate Kwame Brown. Listen, I followed Kwame Brown from high school. That dude was a phenomenal basketball phenom. God had blessed him with very much talent. He was, against all odds, he was in the league for 12 to 13 years. But this man is also not only that, he's an intelligent individual. But this YouTube has turned him out. He has gotten into all of this fussing and fighting with men and that don't need to be doing. He's getting distracted from what he says he's not going to get distracted from. And then he's taking money out of mama's, babies' mouths. A lot of these women that's on his platform are older women, and they have retirement funds, and they're giving him money. And a lot of them are our color. I don't mind you getting your bag on, but don't take it from the people who most need it. These ladies' grandkids are going to go to prom. They're going to want to go out with their boyfriends and girlfriends. And these grandmamas aren't going to have it because they're so spooked on this 7-foot tall man that's already getting money and stuff like that from the algorithms and the super chat. I mean, not the super chat, the YouTubes and the interviews and stuff he's doing. Why are you feeding a millionaire? Feed a platform like this where you can learn something, where you're getting something tangible to make you a better person. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Y'all, come on. How that's all I want to say.
We'll probably go back.
Pulling up. Thank you.
He has some real stuff to say.
I'm out. Thank you, brother. ToughLove.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming up.
Can you pick me out? I'm leaving. I got that. I got it.
Hey, tough love. Do you think that's why the the black sector is so chaotic? Because the money, because money's involved. 'Cause, money brings the worst out in people.
Yeah, man. You know what? That's a great point, because a lot of times we say things is for clicks, likes, and views and all that other stuff, but it's the money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going to a young guy on the street corner and he's selling drugs or whatever case may be. The issue is that when you say leave the street corner and you don't have anything to replace the revenue that's coming in, you see what I'm saying? It's difficult for people to listen to you. So when you say, hey, maybe we should be more positive, or maybe we should do, it differently. If you can't get me the same amount of likes, if you can't get me the same amount of donations, it's going to be difficult for me to listen to you. So I think, yeah, money definitely is a big part of the situation.
It definitely is. Once you get your first YouTube check, it's no turning back for a lot of these cats, and these women as well. You get a taste. All it takes is that little taste, and no turning back.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. But it's not, to me. It's not just the money. I think it's also the attention. Because a lot of these people never, probably never had an audience before. You know what I'm saying? So once you get an audience, and you're getting the attention and you're getting paid for it. So despite what you're talking about, you're getting an audience. And like I said, I sat back for a few days and I just watched people, that really didn't normally get attention. Like you can always tell the person that's used to being a star. You can always tell the person that's used to and accustomed to certain things. Like let's say you go into you get into a nice car, but you're accustomed to getting into a nice car. You ever had that person, ooh, this is so nice, because they never been in a nice car. You see what I'm saying? So people now have these, like you were saying earlier, Rich Bleasy, people now have the voices. They have the people that flick you off. They now have a place to go and say how mad they are. They have a place to go to continuously curse you out, to continuously flick you off. So that to me is what this sector promotes. So you can't throw positivity at a person that is talking about, flicking you off, because that's how they communicate. And those people that are still upset, those people that have not healed, those people that, they all about the foolery and fuckery and shenanigans. This is the correlation. This is where everyone, kind of joins hands and say, we about that life. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you left out? You are right too. What you left out, you got the ones who are not getting checks, and they do this for hours every day.
But it's satisfaction.
And that's the tension.
Yeah, it's satisfaction though. The same way that we all love to have sex, it's satisfaction for them. They get off on it.
I've seen YouTubers, listen, Tough Love, I've seen YouTubers cut off their comment section just so they can talk. They just like, I got all this attention.
Oh yeah.
And they just want to talk.
Oh yeah.
And they ain't getting paid either.
I heard
for hours and hours.
I heard Jada LaRue say that, it was the attention, because a lot of people are not accustomed to having a voice or anybody that listens to them. You got to be honest with yourself, man. You got to look a certain type of way in real life for people to pay attention to you.
You know, you're right.
So now online, it's like people like, shit, all you got to do is have the right voice and be saying, whatever outlandish stuff you can say. Because it's like, at the end of the day, who's really going to check you? Like, I'm being honest with you. Right now, if I make a different account or some crap like that, and I don't never cam up, I get my little whatever icon I'm gonna use and just talk a bunch of shit. Who's gonna check you? You can get off on it. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people, they find it, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, JR Farmer. I believe a lot of people are excited because they can get off on it. They have power now. Where in real life, you don't have that power. You don't have no one to listen to you.
Let me ask you a question, Tough Love. Who's a good example? I'm talking about a good example of someone who's not getting paid, but will put in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours.
Man, it's a bunch of dudes, man. It's a bunch of males and females. I mean, they sit online. Hell, I have people going at me that sit online, you know what I'm saying, for a plethora of time and just like tough love this and tough love that and and I just be like, man, what is their disdain for me so bad? And what it is really, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they see something in me that they like, that they admire, but instead of saying I admire what you're doing, I appreciate it, the go-to is I need to hate on you. This ain't the I like you space. This is the I hate you space. And I hate you. You know, I mean, they went to the whole purpose of saying, because I never heard no one saying you being fake positive. Like if you're saying positive shit, but it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Rich Bleezy tells Mario, hey bro, hey, read a book. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and discover yourself and empower yourself. And I call Rich Bleezy, oh, you being fake positive. If he's telling you something positive, it's positive.
Can I say something about toxic positivity, please, sir?
Talk to me.
Oh shit, toxic positivity. Oh, I'm hearing all the terms now.
Well, that's something that was recently new to me. And I ain't gonna lie, at first I thought it was a bunch of BS because I was like, positivity is positivity. But then, like knowing what I know about, behavioral sciences and all of this other stuff, I realized that people who aren't truly self-aware can express positivity at the wrong time and in the wrong manner. Right? Because it takes a lot of discernment, because one, if people appreciate your positivity or not. You know what I mean? And I know if you don't appreciate.
Can I interject for 1 second? I'm sorry, but I have to interject for 1 second. You guys have to admit, we are a creative people. We come up with all kind of terms that's adapted and that's being used every day. These are words I haven't even heard yet. 2 expressions: positive and toxic positivity. Never heard that.
Like I say, I don't refer to it as toxic positivity, but for me, I don't look at toxic positivity as a thing to cast upon someone else. I look at it as a way to remain self-aware. So that, you know what I'm saying, that, because like I say, everybody may not be in the right space to receive positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like part of giving is discernment and knowing that you're giving the right thing at the right time to the right person. Right? Because you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to just give something and then regret giving it, right? And so it goes the same way with positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to share positivity with a bunch of negative folks. You know what I'm saying? Or to a bunch of people that's just, they're not here for the positivity. They're here for the get, you know what I'm saying? To get while the getting is good, but not necessarily the positivity.
I totally agree with what you're saying. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is what's been kind of the Achilles heel for me. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm seeing things that are wrong, but these things that are being promoted that's wrong is exactly where it should be. You know what I'm saying? It's like going into somebody's dirty house and they want their house to stay dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can say whatever I want to say, but this is how I like it. I like things fucked up. I like things in disarray. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way a lot of these content creators, when they reply back to me, after just looking at it, they like what it is that they're doing. They're comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? So they're not about to be challenged on what it is that they're doing. You see what I'm saying? So I need to have the conversation with people that understand, like, where we can agree to disagree, and then we can actually talk about solutions. So that's where I need to go. That's the area I need to lean into. So I can't. And another problem is I'm hashtagging, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about the algorithm and all that great stuff, right? It's keeping my videos in that same cesspool. You know what I'm saying? So the people that, it's like the people that, like I said, that like the house being dirty, I'm talking about clean your house. They're going to be like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're talking about cleaning the goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, get the hell out of here. They don't want to hear that. So, that's what it is.
Yep. So I think, you just need to have the wherewithal to just, like I say, if there is no new lane, man, no lane, create one and just be you. And then let the ones that's coming to hear the tough love, come to get it straight from you. That's not a reaction to what somebody said about what somebody else said about what somebody else said.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
and,
You're right.
and I think having to keep explaining what you meant keeps it going. Because you said you feel obligated to your listeners and to your audience to make them understand where you're coming from. Me personally, fuck that.
Riding dirty, spitting fat. Riding dirty,
you're a man. You move the way you move. And like I said, if you make a decision, hell, do I trust you or don't I? And the minute you start doing some stuff that I don't rock with, I'm going to pull back my little monetary funds that I send you. You know what I mean? I ain't going to be loud about it. I ain't going to talk shit. I ain't going to bash you. I might stay subscribed, but I ain't going to donate here and there. I'm just going to pull back my money. And then when it comes back, you know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? And if I hit you behind the scenes or whatever, but I'm not just going to be loud with it and put you on Front Street. You know what I mean? Because
my thought process.
1,000 years later.
My thought process is I'm about to piss somebody off.
Hey, you better wrap that gavel up, B. Hey, all right, I get the message.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking about, ToughLove? YouTube is actually a platform where, where our community can spend our dollars where we spend our time. Okay, we spend a lot of time on YouTube. You know how they say the average dollar doesn't last in the Black community more than a day or so. It leaves. But see, YouTube, that's why I donate to people. If you make me laugh, if you entertain me, or if you teach me something, I'll donate. I have a practice of that. All the money that's donated to me, I normally donate to other YouTubers. I just do that. And I'm like keeping the money circulated. And that's what I like to do. I don't know, it's like I'm a fucking philanthropist or something. I don't know. I just love keeping the money circulated. And especially with the people that I watch and I think who are delivering a good message, or if they're just entertaining me, making me fucking laugh. I don't mind sharing that money with them. Now, I heard some people, there's a lot of people, I've been blocked for sending a person $1 before, right? And it's just like, wow, you got like 8,000 subscribers. If they all could send you that $1, you'll be okay. If they send you $1 twice a week, you will be fine. I've been blocked for sending a fucking $1. Like, who does that? That's not business wise at all. It's crazy.
No doubt. Hey, Dallas, if you want to join the platform, feel free to join the platform. Just drop the link or whatever. I totally get, riding dirty, your point, man. That's why I put the last video I just did on private so I could check it out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that, like I said this analogy before. I said it's like being on a date with somebody. If they want to be there, they're going to be there with an open mind. They're going to be there promoting good conversation, comprehending, being in a moment. But if they don't, it's going to be a lot of pushback. And I think I'm having conversations with people that don't want to be there. You see what I'm saying? And I think that what I need to do, and this is just something for me, because again, being in the military, it's like, I'm accustomed to, hey, let's have a conversation, and cooler heads should prevail, or common sense should prevail. But when you're talking to someone who's saying, I get off on doing what I do, I get power from it, I get encouragement from it.
I'll tell you what you're missing. You're missing general military authority.
Mm-hmm.
To make the right call at the right time, regardless of the situation. That's what we don't have out here. You know what I'm saying? And our authority is only limited to our influence over that person's life.
I totally get it, but I also understand the word courtesy. I also understand the word, communication. And I just feel like if you're a man, you're speaking to other men. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be a level of respect there, but that's not how things operate. In this particular. I hear a lot of people talking about, they got respect and they got this, but they don't conduct themselves like that. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's just having the right conversation with the right people versus having a conversation to people. You see what I'm saying? It's not like what we're doing right here. Like, we've agreed to disagree. I've heard your point of view, how you saw things in reference to, you know, either my delivery or the videos, etc. So I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and put this thing on private and go check it out for myself and see if that's what I get based on the feedback. You see what I'm saying? And that's the kind of dialogue that I feel like, you know what I'm saying, should be going back and forth. But when you have men that don't value these type of conversations, it can be frustrating. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, can I reiterate again? I have to reiterate this again. The best way to keep the black dollar circulated in the black community is by way of platforms like YouTube and via Cash App, because Cash App don't take your money like that. You know, all that super chat shit does is, well, I think who was that? Google or somebody get 30%. Fuck that. Cash App is the best way. If you want to keep, because I hear a lot of people talk about keeping the black dollar circulating in the community, find your favorite YouTubers. And if you get donated to, donate to them as well. Keep that shit going. Keep it going in circles. Keep that dollar in the community. That's one way to start. I'm done.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you guys, you definitely are making some good points. I wanted to answer Lovely real quick. She says, basically, what does it mean to put the video on private? Well, I put the video so that way can't nobody further see the video and I can review it for myself. Normally, I go back and watch my videos again, but I understand that exactly what Riding Dirty is coming from. I think we kind of sort of got the similar background or whatever, both veterans or whatever. So I definitely can understand that. And really, that is not my intent. You know what I'm saying? It's not my intent to be like, you know, basically what you said. I'm not gonna rehash this shit, but I definitely got it. I definitely got it. You know, approach is everything, and then the who you're talking to and what you're talking about is equally important. So I get it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Tough Love, I wanted to ask you something. You know, the video you had made earlier, you were talking about you know, when people say things online about how, you know, it can put like they family or people they love like in jeopardy, something like that. I might not be saying exactly what you said it. Do you think with all this, I guess, so-called beef that it might go off YouTube where, you know, say people might, you know, start getting hurt or, you know, putting their freedom in jeopardy, you know, kind of like we've seen back in the Biggie and Tupac era, you know, with the gangster rap stuff, you know, how it went off record and, you know, went into the streets and, you know, people died and stuff like that. You see that happening with YouTube?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, I'm all about Andrea, you're live too. You're on the panel. I try to be proactive instead of reactive. I realize that there are a lot of people trying to follow a certain narrative. Like, okay, I'll put your kids up. I'll talk about your spouse. I'll talk about your parents. You don't know what that person is thinking and what they're willing to do. You know what I'm saying? It could be somebody at their wits end. It could be somebody who just lost their job, somebody who just died. So you don't know if this is the video that's going to, you know, tick them off. Now, I'm not saying, you know, you should be scared to make videos. I'm just saying be mindful of the people that you're dealing with, because you don't know if they ready to die and they ready to take some people with them. You see what I'm saying? So do I think it's happening? I don't know, you know, but I'm just saying, hey, what if? You know what I'm saying? And just trying to be that, you know, that subconscious to tell them, hey, just be mindful of what you're doing, because there's some people that don't play like that. There's some people that will show up and you just think it's all laughing, jokes and giggles and videos. And then people will definitely show you it's not. You know how many people that told me, like, you know, I'll say, hey, I'm in Texas or whatever. And then, you know, it'll be a couple people in the chat talking about, yeah, we in Texas too. So just think if I was talking about those people and then after I log off, I'm not thinking about it. I'm in Walmart, you know, buying me something, and somebody just, you know, walk up behind me or catch me coming out the shit, just like old boy, girl just got killed coming out the bowling alley. Yeah, I definitely think, you know what I'm saying, these things could escalate. So I just try to be mindful, but I just think that, you know, right now I'm kind of in a space where it's not about solutions. It's about promoting problems.
Hey, let me say something. I think I heard his question right, but I'm going to answer it this way if it
Okay.
applies or not. You guys got to realize that all these platforms are a way for advertisers, are a way for the police, and it's a way for the powers that be to understand us as a community and know what we're about, so they know how to address us. Because you get all these different minds. I'm talking about just our community, and these motherfuckers are watching everything we say. They're studying us. We're like the chimps in the cage, you know.
Uh-oh, you're talking about social engineering.
Chimping out. A lot of us chimping out. And then we got some good channels too, but they're fucking studying us and they're trying to understand how we think. So if they can understand how we think, those are for the marketers. They know how to target us. And then the police know how we think because we tell on ourselves. A lot of us do. So the police got the advantage. And then the government really has the advantage. And the government knows the government is going to look at it and say, oh, they full of shit. They're not serious. They don't have their shit together. And just like that, we're being studied. And these platforms are a way to do it. That's their platform to study us.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Andrea, what you got to say? Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, so I was just listening in the car, but I just have one advice for you. When is enough for you? When do you say it's enough for you? And
when I bust a nut?
In a sense, I say,
shut up, Rick.
in a sense, I say when is enough for you, because you were in the military. So my thing is, when you was in the military, how many times your commander had to tell you to do something? I'm just asking the question.
Shit, I was a warrant officer. I kind of did what I wanted to do. One time. So yeah. I feel like this. You don't need to explain yourself. You said what you said, and damn it, that's the way it is. I hear you.
Because to me, the more you explain, to me, the more the beef is coming. The more you explain, this is who I am, this is what I am, this is what I'm about, this is what all that is making folks make more videos. You said it, stand on it. You a man, say what you say, you mean what you say, you know who you are, period. Go on about your day.
I appreciate the encouragement, but I think for me, it's more about I believe that there's a lot of people within this sector that needs to hear a message that I promote. And I think that I think there's enough people that have discovered ToughLove. So as I transition out the sector and I leave this, this sector alone, there are going to be people that come and check on me now. So I think I've done enough. I've kind of, played, in a sandbox long enough. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to kind of, bow out gracefully and go somewhere and actually have a conversation that's going to be meaningful and impactful. But I definitely get it, and I definitely stand by what it is that I say, and stand on it. But I definitely appreciate the advice.
Yeah, because to me, I honestly say, when it's a black man who is doing positive things, the black folks just want to beef with you. They want to get under your skin. They want to antagonize you. They want to make videos about you. That's what they do. And my mama always told me, them people can't play in the sandbox with everybody. You can't take everybody with you, baby. Okay? I tell my kids that. Okay? You can't take all your friends who ain't no good. You got some friends who gonna take you to the next level, and the ones who ain't no good, leave them on the sidelines and let them keep on talking, because the ones who ain't no good ain't gonna take you to the next level.
Hey, you know what? A wise woman told me this one time. Your friends ain't your friends.
Thank you. If they want to see you always in beef and stuff, because I don't like it. I think you better than that. I know you better than that.
Yeah, but my daddy said just keep on trucking. That's what Papa said. Keep on trucking.
So that's my advice to you, because I just think we need you out here, and I don't want you to get burned out. And that's what I feel like you're gonna get burned out in a minute. And then we're gonna be saying, well, what happened to ToughLove, man? They're gonna say he got tired of YouTube. He got tired of foolishness. He got tired of this bullshit. So he said, I'm by. So
you gonna be in his DM? Talking about come back.
don't
like
even
on
know.
Titanic.
I don't even know his DM, okay? But I'm just saying, I don't want
you.
you to get burned out because I know people do. I know good YouTubers have got burned out. And I'm gonna be honest. The reason you ain't seen me because I was in the hospital with blood clots, so that's why I haven't been on YouTube that much.
Hey, they asking for you, young lady who's speaking right now. They saying reveal your name. We like you. They like you.
My name is Andrea Lynch. I go by It's All Hot Air, and I go by Hot and Cali. Okay.
Do you have an IG or a YouTube page or anything?
Yeah, I have a YouTube page and I have an IG too.
What's your YouTube?
My YouTube is It's All Hot Air, and it's Hot and Cali too.
And what's your IG?
My IG is All Hot Air.
Woo-wee. I'm about to go check you out.
Okay.
For those people that's in the back waiting to come up, if you could just cam up real quick, I'm the only one that can see you. I'm just trying to minimize any trolls from doing anything crazy. So you can just show me your face real quick, and then you can cam back down.
So you're not just blowing all hot air right now, right?
No, I'm not. This is the way I really feel.
Oh, not Riding Dirty. You was good, brother. Riding Dirty, you was good, bro. It's our mind. I'm waiting for that person to cam up. Yeah, but I definitely appreciate the advice or whatever.
Yeah, I just don't want you to get burned out because good YouTubers get burned out, but when they feel like they can't make a change in everybody. And I think I always say this when it comes to kids, people, if you made a difference in one person's life, you have done your job. And when you sing that song, when you sing that old church song, I can help somebody along the way. My mama sang that song all the time to me. God rest her soul. So I feel like if I can help one foster child, I done done my job. So I tell you, ToughLove, if you help somebody, one person, you don't done your job. So I just don't want you to get burnt out over the YouTube bullshit. Okay?
ToughLove ain't going nowhere. He helping people every day. He ain't going nowhere.
The toughest person can get burnt out. The toughest person can say I ain't got time for this bullshit no more. I'm just telling you, I know it. I've been in the YouTube game. I seen people get burnt out. So I'm just saying, pace yourself, you stand what you stand for, say what you want to say, and just if you help somebody along the way, you have done your job. You can't help everybody. I'm sorry.
Hit that cash app then. That's encouragement. Hit that cash app.
But I'm gonna drop down ToughLove. But I wanted to give you them encouraging words. It's Monday. I appreciate you. You are valued. I respect your opinion, and I listen to what you say. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Encouraging words don't pay that StreamYard's bill. We hit that cash app.
This dude right here.
I'm fucking around.
This guy right here. This guy right here. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like when I take the time away from my children or anything that I'm working on, and then I come here and I do my little video, or whatever. To me, it's really to be a blessing. It's really to try to help or try to get my thoughts out there. And it's it's kind of shameful and it's kind of crazy just to have people say let me say a bunch of negative stuff about what it is that you're saying. So I just really want to put myself in a space where you can get some constructive criticism. Like Riding Dirty was telling me, he was breaking it down like, hey, this is how this may be perceived because of this and this and this. So I definitely have to take that in consideration and look. You know what I'm saying? Straight Drop, what's up, man? Definitely have to take that into consideration. Let's Talk, what's up? Into consideration and kind of reinvent the mode of delivering the message. I get it. I definitely I get it. I can drop the link if you guys want to join. You can. But yeah.
Hey, ToughLove.
What's up, man?
What's your opinion on clout chasing?
First of all, I think if you're a smaller YouTube channel and you want to get your channel out there, I think that there are ways you could do it. But either way it goes, man, I think I think you said it. Everybody's clout chasing to a certain extent. Marketing your channel and using like the hashtags of somebody else, you know, people can consider that clout chasing. Making reaction videos, people can consider that clout chasing. You know, so I think everybody's marketing their channels to the best, you know, to the best of their knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get people to see their channel. Some people are here trying to promote a message. Some people are here trying to promote some foolery. But I think if I don't know a healthy way to promote your channel organically that does not include clout chasing.
Me either. Because
I don't
if you're
know.
talking about if I do a show on Nicki Minaj, if I do a show on Snoop Dogg, isn't that clout chasing?
Yes, I think we see. Here's the thing, you know, and I do believe it's all about, you know, who we like to a certain extent, because your favorite YouTuber is a clout chaser.
Right.
You know, when you speak about a celebrity, you speak about a politician, you speak about a movie. I mean, anything that you're doing that's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? You're speaking on that particular person or that particular topic brings awareness to you. So that makes you a clout chaser, regardless of what you say. So I think it's just whoever calls who the clout chaser first. That's really what it's about.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's actually that's our world. I don't know how the mindset is. Well, I do know how the mindset is in our community, but yeah, if you make somebody laugh more, you want an argument. It's like,
yeah. I mean, here's the thing, man. I'm approaching this thing with a certain severity because of the message that I'm trying to push. So, but I got to understand that I'm pushing severity on people that it's all about the jokes. It's all about the escape from whatever it is I do in real life. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to escape my real life and come here and just be it's all about entertainment. It's all about the jokes. It's all about this, and that. I don't want to hear seriousness. I don't want to hear solutions. You see what I'm saying? So I'm talking to the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? About the wrong, not that I'm talking about the wrong subjects. I'm just addressing the wrong people. So that's something that I have to look at and revamp for myself.
Well, yeah, you're addressing those people who just rather laugh and joke and stay broke instead of get the message.
It's not about the message. It's not about the message. Now, I believe if I wanted to be a part of the foolery and fuckery and savagery, I think I can hang with the best of them. I just really don't want to do it, man. You know, to be honest with you.
To be honest, ToughLove, I think I kind of like do what you do, but you know, I curse a lot and I add humor to it. But you know, I guess when you're dealing with a certain audience, I have a certain type of audience. Everyone has their own audience. There's someone for everybody. Okay, there's almost 8 billion people on this planet. There's someone for everyone. But I kind of like do what you do, but I kind of like add a little humor and I talk a bunch of shizzle as well. And then I add a lot of shock values at the same time. So I don't know. I mean, sometimes I can get serious, you know, and I clout chase. I call myself a clout chaser because everybody I'm chasing, most of them are bigger than me. There's some smaller than me, but hell, I'm clout chasing if it's a small person. They may have said some fuck shit that kind of went viral. I'm going to cover it.
Yeah.
I'm covering everybody.
I'm going to be real with y'all, man. A lot of times I get a lot of people to, you know, send me links and, you know, ask me what I think about it, you know, and that's how I get content. Or it's something that comes down my timeline and I speak on it or whatever. I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's like, I like to speak with a purpose. Like I like to speak for a reason. And when it's kind of like speaking and it's not doing nothing. I don't like to waste my time. And I feel like some of the videos addressing certain things it's a waste of time. And I don't want to waste my time. I don't feel like wasting my time is a cool thing to do. You see what I'm saying? So salute to all.
I understand that.
Yeah, salute to all of, you know, the influencers out there, content creators, you know, everybody that has their narrative and their niche that they're handling. For me, I just want to continue to get better. I want to continue to promote betterment. So I just need to fine tune my message and
no, but you got to realize YouTube plays with you too, because every time you go live, I'm there. But YouTube plays with your notices, your notifications. YouTube plays with a lot of stuff. I think I went live last night, and then I'm used to having more people than I had that night. So I was just like, oh fuck! I went on with the show because the show must go on. The show must go on straight up.
Hey, you be over there with like 2 people entertaining like it's 1,000 people over there. I'm like, this dude is serious,
right? But hold it, you got to realize this part. It'd be 5,000 motherfuckers in the bushes.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to realize that part.
Yeah, but and you know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this real quick. You know what's crazy? It's funny because now people are in the bushes because they don't want the other content creator to know that they listen to you. You know,
Thank you. Thing.
I just did the video about Charleston White. Literally had a guy didn't go live after I did the video, and make a reference to what it is that I said in the video, but didn't make not one comment inside the comment section. That's the way we are here on YouTube. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're listening, hey, just pull up. You know what I'm saying? Say something. It's like, why not say anything? Because you can't let your homeboy or your homegirl know that you actually listen to me and you actually agree. And I think that's sad. You know? I think that's sad, man. So I want to go somewhere where it's people that like they can join the conversation and don't feel ashamed or feel like somebody gonna shun them for being in the comment section saying, yeah.
Let me give you an example, ToughLove. Let me give you an example. Okay, my girlfriend has a childhood friend that comes around, right? And she said, you listening to Tommy Sotomayor again? I said, yep. You know why she says that? She doesn't like it. I'm sure she probably listens to him because he talks about bitches like her.
This guy right here.
And I said, yep, I'm listening to him. And she falls right into the category of the women he talks about.
It's so many people. It's funny to me.
They ain't shaming me out of shit.
It's so many people that want to see me go at people, like to go back and forth with people. And I just like, man, this is unnecessary, bro. Like this gets us nowhere. I mean, it might get us views. I'm sure it's gonna get us views, but it just seems so unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like there's more we could be doing, you know. But I just need to go have the conversation with people that really want to have a conversation. So, but yeah.
Oh no, yeah, shit. You know, you put in your hours every day, just like I'm watching you grow. You growing like shit. I'm like, hell.
I'm doing okay. I'm happy with the audience that we have over here on this channel, man. I think everybody, to be honest with you, I get more people adding to the conversation than trying to take away from it. You know, and I didn't have to put it on like subscribers mode only. You know what I'm saying? It's just people. I think people really want to listen. I think, you know what I'm saying, despite all of the negativity and the drama and the beef, I think some people just really want to hear, you know, my point of view. And
they do want to hear it. As a matter of fact, you affect so many people. It's a fucking shame when you got big YouTubers coming at you. You saying something right.
Oh yeah, I definitely think I rattled some cages now. I know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in a good way though. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a good way. You know, in a good way. You know, in a good way. I mean,
you actually do it in a good way. I rattle their cage differently, right? They don't want to fuck with me, right? At all.
Man, you a live troll, goddamn. You don't be caring, dude. I just seen you a little bit of everywhere, man.
Proud troll, shit. Fuck it, proud motherfucker. Troll power.
Yeah, troll power. If you get a shirt like that, I'll buy one.
Yeah, troll power, right? Troll power. And this motherfucker, they don't know what's gonna come out my mouth.
Yeah.
But they say, leave this nigga alone.
You are like your channel is there's no expectation on your channel. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're not carrying an expectation. You're just kind of doing it, being witty, being funny. You know, hey, I'm gonna review this. I'm gonna joke on this. I agree with this. I don't. Like it's very just. It's no real expectation. There's no seriousness to it unless you really want to make it serious for that particular moment.
And I like it that way. I like it.
And I think it's great.
I want them to come in knowing not to expect something, get something different. So Machado may say something, but you might get something different.
I think the issue is that my channel, I'm not building my channel on that type of, you know what I'm saying? I want them to expect something. I want them to have or understand it's a certain level of energy, a certain level of seriousness. Right. We gonna joke, we gonna bullshit and all that great stuff, but I want them to get the message that I'm trying to deliver. And I don't want them to get it through beef. I don't want them to get it through jargon, and nonsense. I want them to get this, the understanding of my perspective and why it is, even if it's just about, because some people need somebody to balance their perspective off. You see what I'm saying? So if Rich Bleezy is fair and impartial when it comes to situations, and I say, well, I only think one way because it's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I go then listen to Rich Bleezy, and Rich Bleezy kind of lets me know, you know what I'm saying, if my perspective is realistic or not. Because maybe it's time I change. Maybe I'm dead right or maybe I'm dead wrong. So you need somebody that's going to be fair and impartial, so that way they don't give you their thoughts in regards to trying to say their thoughts are better. What they do is they outline their thoughts so that way you can see if your perspective is realistic or not. And I think that we all need that. We all need that grandma or big papa conscience, because Big Mama used to tell you, hey now, you ain't, what you're doing is wrong. Your grandfather, hey, all right, knucklehead. So this channel is kind of gauged around that right there. When I say tough love, it's kind of gauged around, just looking at things and taking it for face value and being fair with it.
Well, that's why I listen to you. I say I want to hear Mario's take on this situation, and I'll come listen to you, right, and see your take, and then I'll listen to other people's take, and then I will render my mistake.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna keep it real. Fuck yeah. I'll deduce and come up with my own opinion about the whole situation, right? But it's good. I could take from Mario, I could take from this person, I could take from there, and then I'll render my own decision about it, and then I'll chop it up.
That's what's up. Riding Dirty, why you so quiet, man? Riding Dirty taking a nap.
Hey, look, we got Vic up in here. Who is that sitting? That nigga look like Vic. Oh, I know. Okay, now he don't, but it is looking up. He did. Shit.
He's back.
All right, I think I'm back now.
Yeah, you back, man.
I'm like Danny Glover. I'm too old for this shit. But I got a question.
Yeah.
What would like the perfect video be like for you? Like, your end state. Whenever you made a video, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is kind of the general outline as far as your end state? Because I heard you say, kind of provide your perspective and all of this. But in order to be, an effective teammate, you know what I'm saying? I think, you're trying to understand where you're trying to go. So, I can help, play my part, if that makes sense. To contribute to your thing.
You're saying what video would best promote the direction I want to head?
No, meaning that if you made the perfect video covering the perfect topic, kind of what would that sound like, or what would it look like? You know what I mean? Because I hear you say stuff like, you're promoting positivity and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just trying to see like the format, without you giving up the game and giving away your secret. Does that make sense? It's like I hear where you're going, but I can't see where you're going.
I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the majority of my videos do that. The majority of my videos give my perspective to me in a manner that a lot of people will not. They weren't even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like an eye opener, and I think it does promote a deeper conversation. The issue is the things that I'm talking about. It's a part of a cesspool. It's muddy. It's dim. So it always seems like there's no out. There's no real clarity. It's just kind of like, okay, this is just somebody that's like everybody else. So if I talk about different, like when I talked about the Ukraine thing, or I talked about the foster homes, you know, those wasn't particular. They wasn't like individuals. It was kind of bigger than Black YouTube, and I think those are really promote. What's up, sis? Those really promote a bigger perspective. So if I had to point out videos, I would talk about the foster home video that we just did, Russia and Ukraine, you know, those different things or whatever that's outside this Black YouTube sector. Because as long as you're talking about things inside this sector, it's always going to be tainted, automatic.
Right. And I think that's a label that you should consider removing from yourself is Black YouTuber, because then you automatically, just by a title, at least to me, narrow the scope of things that you can talk about, and and it automatically puts people on the defensive.
Yeah. So I never considered myself to be a Black YouTuber. I got based on of course you're going to navigate towards Marlon, you must be in a bad area, man. You're going to navigate towards things that, I'm saying, you watch this one particular YouTuber and, they mention another content creator. So you then go check out that content. So I kind of got wedged in between, the spaces in Black YouTubers. So as soon as I speak on a topic, automatically, well, shit, you must be a part of this sector too. And I got caught up in the nonsense, what I'm saying, so to speak. And so, yeah, I never considered myself to be a Black YouTuber, but I could see where I made my mistakes.
And I think it's one of those things where I think you were pursuing right over peace, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm right, and didn't think about the chaos that ensued.
I didn't see it. I didn't think. I thought that when I spoke to somebody that considered themselves to be savages online, I didn't think that they would be savages back to me if I was respectful to them. But that's not the case. So in order for me to get my point across, I have to be as savage as the person I'm talking to. And that's just how it goes, brother.
But I know you don't want to stay in that lane.
And I don't want to be in that lane. I don't want to be in that lane because it would be counterproductive for what I do in my real life. It'll be just counterproductive.
Right. And it would build your channel on the foundation that you do not want.
Oh yeah, it'll make the channel grow fast. Right. But the thing about it is you can't, once you go down that road, you know what I'm saying, you start acting a fool and you calling people names and kids, and once you go down that road, it's you can't come back out of that road, because it's always going to be, YouTube is unforgiving and has a great memory.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, I think the lessons learned, I hope so. Because me personally, I like these little chats right here, man. And I think this has potential right here. Once people actually, you earn the trust of people to actually come to you with some real personal stuff. Women that have sons that, they're having trouble with, that don't have a father, and you have a platform that's like a damn barbershop with men with different perspectives that are able to provide solutions, in a peaceful manner and some real stuff. Like those two ladies that called in, any of those two ladies could have been single moms that's got teenage boys that's giving them hell. And just by listening, they say, you know what, man, these 5 or 6 dudes on here, they seem to, to get their message together. I'm finna fuck with ToughLove big time for this. Because they're not calling women bitches and hoes. They not doing this, they not doing that, blah, blah, blah. These are the type of men that no matter what the weather is, they standing on the corner with their kids at the bus stop when everybody else in the house, watching all the kids.
Riding dirty. Let me say something to you.
Yes, sir.
You and Rich Bleezy. You guys are the you two are ToughLove. Rich Bleezy, with how he is and what you're saying now, if you put you guys together, I believe you'll create me. Like you'll create the essence of me. Like you're witty, you're funny, you know what I'm saying, you're articulate, you're able to kind of break down and analyze things. So these are the type of conversations I really want to promote. But you guys really, to me, I was just looking at it and I was just saying that these guys this is a great mixture of exactly the conversation and the direction, you know what I'm saying, that I want to hear in reference to having these type of conversations.
And we don't have to say shit about another man or woman.
Yeah, I believe that bringing up other people can be an issue. You know, depending, because if I don't say well, we ain't talking about this guy, or I mean, people make something out of nothing, but you know what I'm saying, it's I get what you're saying though. I understand what you're saying. Miss Curlin, what's up?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
I thought I'll come break it up, just throw up in the bunch. I basically, people grow at different points in lives. We grow. We're not going to remain in the same place. And if we did just remain in that same spot year after year, I would start to question their judgment. You understand? And I like to see growth. And I just believe that he is going to like blossom. I know that's hard, but you are, Mario. You're going to blossom, and you have more to give than just staying in a sector we didn't even know. I didn't even know about a year ago. But you were you, and listening to you, I didn't equate black, white. It's universal. Like I said, we live on this damn planet. We can't go anywhere, guys. We stop having a divide. That's how I feel. Stop having a divide. And I think he's that. He's been in the military, retired 20 years, and I think he was trying. He did good, and some people appreciated it, some people didn't. To go where he's more appreciated and not down, and that's growth to me. I respect that, and I applaud that, Mario.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
John, what's up, man?
So, hey, salute to you, ToughLove. Salute to everybody that's on the panel. I just got through making a live video, man, and I know we talked ToughLove about the situation, but seeing as though it's something about the situation, and I'm not going to elaborate or say no names. I'm just going to say it quickly. I stand on what I stand on. I take the youth very seriously this day and age, and how they acted, the etiquettes of what they show and everything. And I think that we as older people, we need to be held more accountable to helping them versus worry about some grown-ups having a disagreement, right? And we can't straighten up grown folks. See, that's what we get. And I admit, I admit that for my own self. I'm not here to straighten up no grown person, because most grown people out here are broken. So it's not my job to do that. But if we can show just a small number of people that we're willing to actually go out there and do the work instead of talking about it, then we would get somewhere. I'm tired of all these public figures that want to just talk and not showing the action. And then, since we need to start holding them more accountable. That's what I feel. I feel like we should not be donating to any public figure that's on YouTube. That's just my humble opinion.
Can I say something?
Yeah. You guys.
Hi, John. How you doing?
Hi. How you doing?
John. How you doing?
I'm all right.
It's Antonia.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. What's your name?
I'm good. I'm all Antonia.
Oh, Tony. Okay.
You didn't say hi
Antonia.
to me,
Just call Antonia.
Okay.
It's Antonia, guys. Antonia.
Antonia.
Who didn't I say hi to? What's your name?
I feel left out.
What's your name?
Rich Bleezy.
Oh, Rich Bleezy. Hey, I don't. I just see a letter. I says so. And I don't know what the R adds.
Avatars or anything.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
No, I'm the only one that's actually cammed up.
Wait.
Yep.
Hold on. You're right.
Hi.
I can be cammed up. I'm driving, but I can cam up.
All right, Dan.
Okay, here we go. John, I know you.
What you say? You know me?
So yeah, I know. I remember you. You've been on the panel a couple of times.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
have
yeah,
good
I mean,
memory
you
when
know
I want
the
to.
name. I know my name is Mud out here in these YouTube streets, so don't believe everything that you hear. If you want to know something about me, you can ask me straight up, and I'll tell you straight up. I'm not gonna lie.
Why you think your name is Mud, dog?
Say that again.
Why you think your name is Mud, dog?
Well, I'm talking about in these YouTube streets. My name ain't Mud for real. I'm just talking about in these YouTube streets.
I was referring to the YouTube streets, yeah.
Right. Well, they're saying that because I'm in my feelings about a certain public figure that I refuse to say his name or whatever the case may be. I would just say, if you want to know exactly, just go to my page and check my videos out, and it will explain in detail of who I'm talking about. I will say his name on my page. I won't say nobody else's name unless we have some type of relationship. I'm not into saying nobody's names no more. I'm about to reroute a lot of things that I'm doing on this YouTube, and it's going to be for the better. It's not going to be for anything negative. But I stand on what I stand on, and I don't expect no one to actually see what I'm doing. You know, but it is what it is.
Well, so what made you lock on one person? They had to say something or promote something that you really don't like.
Well, you know why I locked on that person? Because that person had a message that I was able to relate to. And instead of me just listening to the message and being locked on what the message was saying, I locked on to the character. So I admit that. I got a little carried away. But that still don't negate the fact of if, okay, I'll put you like this, right, bro? Say you got a shoe drive. Say you have a shoe drive. Say I can say you in Texas, right?
Right.
If I come to you and I believe in the message that you're saying, and say you say I have a PO box, you can send the shoe there, right? Now,
yep.
I'm not the one that's gonna trust sending anything to no PO box if I don't know you. So I say, okay, I'll rent a car and just go down there. You know, it's for a good cause. Why not? So I come to you, and when I get down there, you give the address. But when I get the address and go to it, it's nobody to be in sight.
Really?
It moved. So you give another address. Then the other address is nowhere, or no kids, no teachers, no nothing. But it's funny when I say I'm about to leave, and I say I'm about to leave Texas, right? Say I'm about to leave. I'm tired of trying to chase my tail, looking for you, because it wasn't about you per se. It was about donating to the kids. So then if I go through all of that, I'm about to leave, but then all of a sudden, you meet up with me at a bowling alley to get the shoes. Where the kids? Ain't no
so
kids.
You went, wait a minute. So you went to a shoe drive that didn't exist?
The shoe drive, it did exist. It did exist, right? But the whole point is that the addresses that he was giving me, it was bogus addresses. It was no one there. No one. So you drive.
Why do you think that? Why do you think you got bogus addresses?
Well, I mean, but why would get invited to get a bogus address is the question. Why get invited? Wait a minute, I got invited. He invited me on his live. I didn't ask to go. He invited me. I said, okay. So how do you invite somebody that's from Chicago that's looking to do some type of business? Even if I gonna say business, let me rephrase the words. I'm looking to donate towards his cause because I believe in what he was saying. So you mean to tell me I don't get enough respect to get the correct address to where it's located?
You like to get some gratification out of where your money went.
I mean, would you like to know if you giving your money towards a cause, if it went towards what it's saying?
Absolutely.
So that's my whole point. And a lot of people keep saying I'm in my feelings. I give shoes here already in Chicago. I do that already. I don't put that shit on no video and all that. That's not what I'm all about. I didn't do it for the pony show and all this and that. I didn't do it for none of that, bro. When I say I didn't do, my intentions was for them kids and the message that he brought. Now you tell me, if you in that situation, you would have found it a little suspect yourself if you're getting addresses that ain't nobody there. Not once, but twice. And then when he found out that I was about to leave with the shoes, then all of a sudden I meet up with him at a bowling alley. Now you tell me that ain't suspect to you?
Wow. A bowling alley?
Right. And then had his guys surrounding me when I get to the bowling alley. He had 2 cars of his guys that was in the front of him, and it was 2 cars in the back and him getting out the car with T. They came up to my car and I gave him the bag of shoes. He told Tiki to take it back to the truck.
So yeah. you never got the gratification of bringing some shoes and watch the kids pick the shoes and see the smile on their face.
Correct. Because that was gratifying for me right there. I didn't care about it. Wasn't the point of spending the money, wasn't the point of driving down there. But now I'm gonna put that to question because it's the point of it all, B. It's the level of respect. I'm not gonna have you come to Chicago. Man, Chicago is one of the worst motherfucking cities in the world to come to. Don't nobody want to come here. So I'm gonna tell you to come here for a shoe drive and give you a bogus address.
That sounds like a scam to me.
Now you see why the fuck I'm at. Okay, all due respect. Now you're getting it. Now you understand where the level of my madness is coming from all this.
I get you.
Right.
Then you want to call it, then the man called me a snake because I tell you I'm trying to do this for a reason.
Wait a minute. The person who's promoting all this stuff made you spend your time, your gas, called you a snake?
KB. The motherfucker that just got into it with Mr. S.
I know what you're talking about now.
Okay. Off, man, but why are you bringing that up on this page?
I'm a little slow, but I figured that out right now. Yeah.
First off,
that sounds like a scam to me.
That's why I didn't say no names, and he's asking me straight up questions, and I'm answering them.
Right.
No, KB stands for Kelly Blue Book. KB stands for Kelly Blue Book.
There you go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
John.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, and then we're gonna be done with this. I do think you're in your feelings. You're definitely in your feelings, and that's your choice. You have the right.
You need to.
You don't have to deny it.
I'm sorry, Tonya. You have to tell me that.
Can I already just speak, please? Can I? I got knocked out.
I all due respect, I don't need nobody to tell me how I'm gonna feel.
Now? This is my opinion. I do think you're in your feelings. It's okay if you're in your feelings. You're gonna talk over me.
Okay, we don't care about if he's in his feelings. I would be in my feelings too. We don't need you to tell him that he's in his feelings.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about
you to tell him he's in his feelings. I would be in my feelings too. And you would too.
For human beings, like why is that embarrassing? So what?
But so what? I would be in my feelings too.
Wow. So wait a minute. You put yourself in my situation then. Put yourself in my situation. Excuse me. Now you asked me why am I in my feelings? So you mean to tell me my time is not valuable for me to drive 15 hours to a shoe drive? Listen to me closely. I am 43 years old. I don't have time to be fucking around with nobody when it comes to the kids. So all due respect, I don't care.
You guys act like men can't be in their feelings.
Hey, hold on. Wait
Why are you telling a grown man that he's in his feelings? He has the right to be in his
said
feelings.
that. Hey, you guys are talking over me. That's what I said.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I said. He has the.
Hold on.
right to be in his feeling. Why does he feel that he can't express that?
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm going to say this one time. Okay? If I'm telling you to hold on, then hold on. I don't want to hear nothing about Kwame Brown. Shit. Okay? If you're a content creator, go to your page and talk about Kwame Brown. Let's stay on topic. All right? I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you very much. But don't come over here and talk about Kwame Brown. I'm bringing everybody back in. We can have a conversation. Cool. Let's be respectful.
Let's talk about feelings then, because we ain't got.
Yeah, let's talk about
feelings.
Yeah, let's talk about feelings. I don't
I'm
tell
in my
no
feelings
other.
right now.
I'm gonna say this. I don't tell no other grown person on how they supposed to feel in no type of, because guess what? We're human. We're allowed to feel. We're allowed to say exactly what we feel.
That's exactly
I didn't get
what
to
I
this
said.
age in life.
Exactly what I said.
I did not get to this age in life walking
Don't
on
listen
eggshells
very
for nobody.
You don't
So
listen very
I disrespected
well, sir.
you. I did not mean no disrespect, but I'm telling you on how I feel about anything.
It sounds like she just took a while to get to a point. That's what it sounds like.
I didn't take a while. You guys are all for me. And I'm not used to that on this panel. Like, we usually respect each other and let them talk. I never said that you feel that way. I said, my opinion, you are in your feelings and you have the right to feel that way because you are a human. That I said. And then you heard me saying you shouldn't be in your feelings. I don't know what you're bonding to me. That's not what I said, sir. I said you have the right to feel that way. Why is it that you feel that way? That was my whole thing. And then I was gonna say, okay, now let's just move on.
No, I mean, you should, everybody should feel that way, ma'am. Everybody should feel that way okay, put it like this. Let me sum it up. I don't want to feel like if I'm donating towards a good cause, no matter who it is, I don't want to feel like I'm being taken for a joke or my time is not valuable, because it's not about the grown people. It's about the objective. The objective of helping someone is towards the help. It has nothing to do with the person per se. Yes, the person is the vessel of the message, but the message is just that. Yes. Sometimes we get caught up in
the message.
The message is towards helping the kids, helping the less fortunate kids that's on out here. Like I say, I see it every day.
How is this argument? How is this helping the kids arguing about what you gave from your heart? If you gave it from your heart, right? Then the vessel, as you say, would not matter. It wouldn't matter.
Well, why do it matter to you to tell me how I'm supposed to feel and vent out? I can ask you that because I'm not.
I didn't tell you how to vent. Once again,
no, you're
sir, I did not.
You're in your feelings. You're in your feelings. You're in your feelings. You kept saying it over and over. That's how antagonizing.
He is.
Time out, y'all. Time out.
Why is
time out? Time out, please.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I ain't even calling you. Listen.
See, there we go.
Saying I'm out.
Y'all chill. See, it's my dude. I can't see your name. And it's
why every time you have to chill? No, I'm not gonna chill. You chill. Because you guys are quoting me wrong. You guys do not listen at all. I would hate your wives. You do not listen at all. Everything he said, I said.
You kept saying you're in your feelings. You kept repeating you're in your feelings.
Every time
you're
antagonizing chaos.
I'm listening to you. I didn't shut up.
Calm down. Riding Dirty, what you got to say, man?
What I was trying to say during that whole thing was I see why my man is upset, but at the same time, he is bringing something to your page that you're trying to steer clear of. And that's what I was, saying, trying to get rid of. It's like, bro, what does that have to do with tough love? I get you pissed off and all of that. You got the right to feel the way you feel. But why are you bringing that heat over here? Because this ain't for that type of venting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, this is a teachable moment, though, sir. You don't think that this is a teachable moment? What I'm going through, you don't think you could learn from this? Yes or no?
But one, I'd be giving from the goodness of my heart.
Sir, you didn't answer. It's a yes or no question. You don't think that this is a teachable moment? Okay, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it.
All right, what's the teachable moment? What's the teachable moment?
You need to watch who you're donating to if you believe.
Learn how not try to kiss ass.
That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But so what if you think that I'm kissing ass? You know what? See, y'all don't act like you don't do what you need to do in order to get ahead in life. I'm in the Illinois Media School. I'm trying to do something with my career. So if that's a problem with people, it is what it is. I'm not here to ask for nobody's permission to do anything. Tough love, again, bro, I didn't mean no disrespect towards your page. So I will say that to you because this is your page, bro. You know, I know you don't know me, but I'm telling you as a man, I was not looking to come in here with no disrespect. All right, now y'all can get off. I can get off that conversation. I don't want to talk about it no more. You're right. All right. I didn't bring his name up for a reason. I said the letters. So
there's a moral to the story. There is a moral to the story: is donate to a reputable charity as opposed to using a third person. Straight up.
What's the other lesson for the YouTube streets? I think the other lesson for the YouTube streets is, keep in mind that people are responsible for what you say on their platforms. And if somebody's not trying to associate with something, steer clear. And like I said, I'm not pointing the finger back at you, my man. I'm just saying this in general as a lesson learned and a way to move forward. Like I wouldn't go on somebody else's page and mention somebody that I know is a polarizing figure, that something comes with it, positive or negative, but you don't have no control over it. So I think that is a lesson learned. Like Master P said, I'll never talk about it.
Especially after he was moving a different direction.
Well, he was talking about Kelly Blue Book. He didn't say no names. He said Kelly Blue Book, basically. That part.
Hi, you all. Excuse me. Hi, you all. Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hi, you guys. This is Miss Coco BX. I wanted to say hello to everyone.
Is that the infamous Miss Coco?
Yes, I can hear you.
Absolutely. Oh,
shit.
I want to ask everybody for like at least a good 5 minutes. I want to say something to you all. First of all, I respect everyone's opinion. Number one. And I can respectfully agree to disagree. The first thing that I did not like at ToughLove, we will not accept any disrespect towards our women. We will not accept any disrespect towards our men because we can actually agree to disagree, but we can do it respectfully. You understand?
I hate
so
that
talking over one another is definitely not acceptable. And if that woman is speaking, Miss Antonia Curling, let her speak. When it's time for whoever else to speak, we should respectfully let them speak. It doesn't have to be, back and forth, this, that, and the third, because I want to hear all of you guys' opinions because I honestly believe they all matter. Number two, for anyone thinking that they're going to use ToughLove platform as a debate channel, and what I mean by debate channel, if you have beef on another channel and think that you're going to bring it to ToughLove, that's not going to be acceptable. Go wherever you got the beef at and handle it there. Because we're not doing that over here. Okay? We're about solutions, getting things together, empowering men, and empowering women. This is not the beef channel. And I've noticed that in the last couple of times, there's been people that have come over here to express their concerns about a beef. I don't care about your beef because I rarely eat beef. I like chicken. You understand what I'm telling you?
Love. Is this your spokesperson?
No. This ain't his
ToughLove,
spokesperson.
is this your
I'm speaking for
spokesperson?
myself.
She's
Matter of fact,
speaking
who's speaking? Who's
adamantly.
speaking, sir?
She's
Who is
speaking
this?
adamantly. Is
Hold
this
on,
your
wait.
spokesperson?
Rich Belize.
Who is this speaking?
Hold
Sir?
on. Hey.
No, because I was speaking. I asked everybody politely for 5 minutes. I wanted to know your name. What's your name, sir?
Well, you're speaking with a lot of authority. This is Rich.
Oh yeah, I was born with the authority. I really don't need anybody to have my back.
You think you were born with authority?
But what is your name, sir? What is your name? I'm asking.
I just told you.
What is it?
What's wrong with your short-term memory?
Wait a minute. Rich Bleezy, that is my sister. My blood.
I can't even hear him. That's what I'm asking him.
Sis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, relax.
He was talking over me, so I couldn't hear what he said, you know?
Okay, I got you. Check this out. Rich Bleezy, that is my blood sister.
Oh, I'm okay. My bad.
I apologize for. I don't want any beef with nobody. I apologize.
I wanted to let you guys know that she's not no troll.
Okay.
Yeah, this is John Goodwill. I think I know where you're going at. I'm the one that started it. I will admit. So I'll take that. I apologize.
Now I see where the authority comes from. I accept
the apology because, you know, I'm a grown woman. You did not know, but I never said anything, even in my starting statement, that would be offensive to anyone. So I'm hoping you didn't take it personally. I'm not sure why you would.
You're right. No, you're right because I'm trying to stay away from the negativity. And I'm just,
we definitely don't need that, you know, because I'm with empowering as well, you know, and to me, I know that everybody does not have to be on the same boat, which is understandable.
Coco, to be honest, Coco, in all actuality, to be honest, and I'm going to be honest with you, your tone is very offensive, to be honest.
No, I doubt it.
No, I mean it's cool.
Most people that take
no disrespect. I'm just saying how I hear.
No, most people that take offense to things is because they're already on the offensive. You understand? I specifically stated for every woman and for every man. So for you to single yourself out, like I wasn't talking about every single man and every single woman, you took it offensively personally.
No, I didn't say every single man. I'm just not used to. I'm not used to women talking to me in such a stern tone. I'm just not used to.
Some women are not. Some women are not alpha females, you know, and some are. But I've
never heard of an alpha female. I mean, that's something that's made up. I mean, if they have matriarchic females, I've heard of that, but I've never heard of alpha females.
Anything that you can think that's powerful and strong and don't need nobody to hold their weight with them, that's what I am. That's the clarification of what I am. And like I said, I respect everyone's views, but I do it respectfully. Like I said, the only reason that I could think of that you would take anything that I said offensively when I don't even know you is the fact that you're already on a defensive. See, a lot of people.
I'm not on a defensive.
They take their meaning from a message. They take their meaning from a message and they spin it however they want to spin it. I don't know you, so why would I have a reason to disrespect you? Even if I did know you, I would disrespect you.
Exactly.
Listen to this.
Even if I don't know you.
Listen, with all due respect, your tone is offensive.
That's your personal opinion.
No
one
it's
else
not.
has ever told me that.
Everybody else shared the same sentiment.
You are not used to women speaking with authority.
I'm not. I don't get this. No, because I don't know.
I'm thinking, but you know, I talk to women every day and I teach them to speak with authority. You know why? Because there's no woman in the world that I'm close to that will ever tell to stand behind a man. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
whatever a man can do, a female can do that.
Let me ask you a question. Do you talk to your dad this way in that tone of voice?
Absolutely.
He taught me to talk
this
way.
My
father taught me to talk this way.
With a stern
because I'm a grown woman.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
Because I'm a grown woman.
Talk to me that way.
Yes.
My daughters wouldn't.
Yes.
My woman wouldn't. A wife wouldn't.
Yes. He also entrusted me with his businesses.
That's your prerogative, though.
Yes.
You have a right. You have a right to do.
Well, because I am an alpha male.
Conversation off of what was the
topic
we talking about before I came on? Because I feel like
this is what I was asking for when I first started before I was rudely interrupted. I like everybody to take their turn and talk because I want to hear all of you guys' perspective. But if I'm getting cut off, then I can't talk. And you cut me off saying that you felt offended, which I'm not sure why. Like I said, I don't know you from a can of paint. I would never have a reason to offend you. And if my tone sounded offensive to you, that's because you being the alpha male, as you state, you're just not used to females or anybody of any type of female qualities speaking to you in a certain type of tone.
Well, let me ask you a question.
I know men like you, so I totally get it. You understand what I'm saying?
You don't talk. If you know men like me, you don't talk in that stern voice. I promise you. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Absolutely I do. Absolutely I do. Because one thing, I ain't no punk. Two, I would never let a man define my strength and my authority. That would never happen.
Can I ask you a question? If you go on a job interview, do you talk to the potential hiree?
This is about adaptation. This is about adaptation and confirmation. You have to know how to talk and when it's the right way to talk.
Do you talk to employers with that stern voice?
Why would I? That's common sense.
Because that's you.
It's about adaptation and confirmation. I work in the boardroom, but I don't go up in there with my Timberlands on and my jogging pants. You know what I'm saying? I go up in there with my scoops. You know, that's common sense, though. You didn't teach.
You don't go through that white boy talking to him with that stern voice.
Rich, I want to give both of you
would change the way I thought.
an opportunity to speak. Okay, I want to give both of you guys an opportunity to speak. It's good dialogue, and I don't want it to get so heated that, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, you know, you need to take it there, because I know how you could get, Rich. So
I won't do this on your show. I'm going to refrain myself. I would not do this on your show because I got much respect for you. I won't do it.
I appreciate it, but I want to cool her down too, because I know how she could get, and I know how you could get, and this is not about choosing sides. It's about right is right. So I want to give everybody an opportunity to respect one another. Ms. Curlin, she's definitely a supporter of this platform. You all support, but Ms. Curlin actually talks to me, you know, on and off, you know what I'm saying, occasionally. So I really want everybody to have a voice their opinion, but do it respectfully, and please try not to overtalk one another, whatever case it be. So I'm gonna bring my sister back in. I just want to give her a chance to kind of cool her head too. All right, here we go.
Well,
thank you. But this is what I was saying.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up, John?
Sure, go ahead, John.
Where are you from? What city? What state you from?
Who?
Antonia. If I said it right.
Antonia,
yeah.
Antonia. Mm-hmm. I don't put out really a lot of where I'm from, but I am traveled, so I've lived a lot of different places.
I'm from Illinois. Okay.
I know.
All right. Now, let me ask you this, if you don't mind me asking. How old are you?
I'm 50 years as of the 18th of March.
Okay. That's what's up. Do you have any children, if you don't mind me asking?
I do. I have 2 20. I have a daughter that's 20 and a son that's 22.
Okay. All right.
They listen to the show.
I want to ask you a question about how you talk to your son, right?
Look, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But what we are going to do, we're going to let me speak, because I asked politely over 5 minutes ago to speak, and I wanted everyone to listen like I would do them in return. So this is a respect thing. We're not going to go on no rants and this, that, and the third. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, because that's disrespectful.
I was just asking questions.
That's very disrespectful. No, because I was talking, you interrupted me. I was talking to you, interrupted me, remember? I didn't interrupt you, you interrupted me. And I accepted your apology, but I still have not been able to speak. That's my issue. Now, after I'm done, you can definitely talk to Miss Antonia Curlin, who I definitely love and respect. Now, can we do that?
Thank you.
Now, what I was saying was when I first started, I said I want everyone on the platform to be respectful. I said all men and all women. I did not include myself in it. I said when one person is talking, I wanted the other people to listen so I could hear what they were saying, because I could not, because they were talking over Miss Antonia, is what I was saying. And as far as alpha, female, this, that, third, I honestly don't care what anybody does in their personal life. I have a real life outside of YouTube. What I was stating was this: I do work in my pants speaks every day. I don't go up there to the office in no Timberlands and my white beater. No, I don't do that. But that's common sense. It's called being a chameleon. You have to adapt and conform to the environment that you're in. You understand? So the way I talk on here and to my friends that are in my personal life is totally different than I would talk to my CEO. Of course it's different. But that's because that comes with life. That's common sense. I'm not going to go up in there on no yo. That makes absolutely no sense. I work with people on a daily basis. Like I said, outside of YouTube, I do stuff in real life. Like I really work with the homeless. I really work with AIDS patients. I really work with cancer patients. This is what I do for real. You understand what I'm saying? So even if I don't advertise it, I'm helping people in the background. So as far as when it comes to people standing together in a community type way, men and women, I love the empowerment of it. But as far as what I was saying, yes, I am a woman. Yes, I stand on my own. Yes, I speak with authority because that's all I've ever known. I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. I never had a mother to show me how to be a mother. I never had a man to show me how to be a father. My father just found me after 40 years. So to answer your question, yes, I do talk to him the way that I talk. He found me March 3rd, 2020. So for 40 years, I was a lost child. So that's to answer your question. So you want to know why my authority is the way it is and why I speak with so much passion? That's the reason why. I don't look for any handouts. I don't look for anyone to have my back. I stand on my own, and I can stand on my own 10 toes down.
I have one more question.
Okay, let him talk.
Do you even have a job?
Yes, I just told you. Were you not listening?
No, you talk fast. I'm an old guy, you know, so you talk so fast.
It's okay. You can catch it on the replay. It's fine.
But I mean, did you talk that way when you got hired, when you got interviewed? Did you talk with that stern voice?
You don't listen. I said you can catch it on the replay. I broke everything down for you in minute decimals in a matter of 2 minutes.
I actually did hear that
part.
I did hear that part. I just wanted to clarify it, you know. So
I don't have to clarify it. That's why we did
there. Can I ask, please, what was the topic that was beginning of this live? Can I ask that?
It's an open panel, so we were just
just open to anything. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I apologize again. I'll take the heat for all the
chaos.
Don't
apologize anymore. Don't apologize anymore. See, I'm a real woman. You apologize to me, and I accept it. I mean, I accept it for real.
It wasn't directed. Just wait. Don't we have more than just you on the panel? I'm just speaking towards everyone. If they felt that I kind of disrespected a little bit, that's it. Can I please speak to everyone? You're not the only one, right?
You got the floor, John. Go ahead and speak.
Okay. And basically, I understand people are going to be who they are, right? We all glitch, we all go through it, or whatever the case may be. I'm not just trying to be funny. I'm just trying to speak to the overall panel because I didn't.
But your entire life?
No, well, that wasn't my entire life. But I
ain't talking about you. You say we all go through glitches and we all this and that, but not for your entire life.
Well, that's not. Well, that wasn't my entire life, and sir, we don't have enough time.
I wasn't directing this towards you.
My entire life. So let's just be clear. And anyway, if it's open panel, I thought we could just talk.
Yeah, you're right. We can talk, as long as we do it respectfully. That's all.
And I don't mean. And look, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm an emotional dude, and I don't have no problem even saying that. But yeah, do I need to learn how to control my emotions to a certain degree? Yeah, I do.
I think we all do. I think we all do. I agree.
I don't apologize for it because you know why? People, if you don't tell a person where you stand at from the jump, they will continue to play. That's anybody.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
1,000 years later.
My thought process is I'm about to piss somebody off.
I like that.
I got another. Hey, Coco, I got a question for you. What type of work are you in? Do you actually do?
I'm actually a private care home attendant for the elderly. Everything else I do outside of that is volunteer work for the everything outside of that is voluntary work for the community. Everything outside of that is. Are you listening? I can't hear you.
Come on,
I said everything.
Balls. Go really?
What?
No, if you're in dealing with old people and old people,
they're not old. They're elderly. So to clarify that. Second of all, everything else I do outside of the community, this is outside of the community. When I'm working with AIDS patients and cancer patients, I volunteer to do all that. I
So I
volunteer
can
to do all that.
tell.
I work with the homeless.
No,
I work
really,
with the
no,
drug
listen.
addicts and the alcoholics and the prostitutes.
With all due respect, I could tell you abuse those people verbally with that stern voice you have. You
No,
have
I don't have to talk to them like that. You can't tell me that. You don't even know me.
on yourself. God damn it, I'm tired of changing
This
these
is your,
goddamn diapers.
Hey,
this is your first time. This is your first time meeting me, sir. And I can tell you're very emotional. And you.
Hold on.
Not emotional.
I think he's comedy. Is he a comedy channel? Is he a comedy channel?
You out of control, Rich. I know you're trolling right now. He's trolling you, sis.
right?
He's trolling you, sis.
No,
Yeah, I think so.
Talk to people that want to talk.
That's your real personality? Your real personality?
Oh,
hey, to my man that said he knows that he has to
Ain't better to do with himself. He's trolling. That's what that is.
Actually, I'm not actually trolling.
He mad because I ain't no sit down, lay down ass bitch. That's why he mad. Ain't no man gonna never run me, boo. Never.
Really? So
I
you're not.
I respect men, but you're not gonna run over me. You got me messed up.
Can he run with you then? Can he run with you?
Are you willing to be
submissive
to any man?
I will only submit to a man that's worthy. A man like you, I would never submit to. Even on my worst day.
I mean, if it's the right man, would you submit to him, and how would you submit with that stern voice? I find it very difficult to figure out.
Every man like you. A submission is different for everybody.
People like what they want. You understand?
Yeah,
so some men like a woman that's powerful. They like a woman that's strong. They may not want a weak ass woman. And if you're looking for a weak ass woman, I definitely want to be that type for you.
That's not weak.
There ain't nothing weak about me.
Being a lady is not weak. Being a woman, what you guys do, don't even refer to yourself as lady.
No, there are weak women, just like there are weak men. There are a lot of weak women out here.
Can I say something? With all due respect, I can imagine having sex with you, and I can imagine.
I wouldn't even let you hug me, baby.
Who hurt you?
I wouldn't even let you hug me. I wouldn't even let you give me a hug.
I'm gone. This is bullshit.
I couldn't even let him hug me.
You're doing too much, Rich.
Stop.
I did not see that coming.
Oh my goodness.
Like where that come from? He's so sidebar, you know. Boy, stop.
Weird. That's weird.
I did not see that one coming.
I wouldn't even let him kiss my toe. You couldn't even kiss my toe. Boy, please.
Hey, listen. Change the topic.
Want to see your toes.
Change the topic.
Yes. How's the weather
really,
out there where you guys are? Shit.
Cold.
Exactly.
It's cold. It's cold.
Cold as ice. Cold as ice.
It's
That's
cold.
how it is.
It's raining. Yeah, it's raining here.
The Northeast
I love it,
is
though.
cold.
I literally love my city. I love Chicago. I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I don't care what nobody say about it. I love it.
I've never been there yet. I've never been to Chicago yet, but we got a lot of family out there though.
And you know what's crazy about that is I hear a lot of people always talking about they scared to come to Chicago. And I don't see why.
You understand it. That's why. So you understand it. I got family out there. I've never been there.
No, this is the reason why I say this. Understand this, right? I've never talked ill about any other state because I feel like every other state goes through the same thing that I may go through here. It's no difference, right? So why would I think on a level that I can't go to Texas just because I hear they kill a lot of people or whatever? They ain't got nothing to do with me.
I think it's a narrative. I think it's a narrative that's spent. Like when you're not from somewhere and then all you hear is either negative things or bad things, you form this opinion. You know what I'm saying? You form this opinion and not knowing.
Again, right, exactly. Because I'm born and raised here. So guess what? I done gangbang, I done sold drugs, I done did every negative bullshit as a young man that you could do on out here in these streets.
I've done the same thing.
So now I understand that you need favor in this world. It's not about money all the time. You need a favor in the world. I tell that to all these young people on out here where they be worried about the money. Oh, I gotta get the money. No, forget the money. Get favor in the world because you never know who you might need in this world. You just don't. So I don't go around if I gotta get paid for all of this. I do favors just off of GP because I never know when I may need you down the road. I may not need
what you said is a valid point. What you said is a great point because it always comes back. And like I said, when I work in the community, I don't get paid a dime. I do it because
Mhm.
that's what I love to do, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a
Yeah.
great feeling. And I met some beautiful people, yo. I'm talking about people like I met like Cole's Ray Daddy. I done met veterans. Like I mean, you'll be amazed at the type of people that you'll meet, you know?
And the stories that you get from them elderly, the stories that you get from them is priceless because you can
It's very
actually
humbling. Yes.
Priceless.
priceless. I won't trade it in for the world. I'm around older people more so than I am younger people. And
I am too. That's another reason why I like what I do. That's another reason why I like doing the private care with the elderly. You know, I love it.
But I need to get out of that stage though and start being around the youngins. I need to understand, and this is just me. I need to understand why they think the way they think. I kind of know, but I'd rather hear from them. And the only reason I'm speaking this way is because my city is flipped upside down with nothing but violence. I can't even say too much to a young person right now. If I try to tell them to pull their pants up, they looking at me crazy, talking about some I bet. And if they say I bet, any one of them on out here, that means they're going to get a gun if I stand here long enough and they're going to get me. So
they do the same thing here.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm really I have a lot of resources with people that has food trucks and things of that nature. So what I'm gonna base my content on is just reaching out to the Black communities and trying to get them to go and reach out to the youth and let them work. Show the young people on how to fill out an application for a job. I bet half of them don't even know.
Well, you start at home. You got any kids? If you got kids, you start at home. Come on.
Well,
now.
I don't have any kids.
I mean, I'm so tired of hearing the same old song about reaching out. It's easy to reach out. You start at home.
Because sir, can I say this?
Your kids can teach other kids how to reach out.
Well, sir, can I say this? Everybody don't have that luxury of having someone at home to teach.
True.
Correct?
Right.
So
a lot of us do.
You need an older gentleman like myself. Listen to me. You need an older gentleman like myself that understood that the way that I came up was bullshit.
Do you have any children?
The way that I came up was bullshit. So
do you have any children?
No, I just stated I did not, sir.
He already said he didn't.
No, I just found that hard to believe, but he says he doesn't, he does it. Okay, I get it. But anyway, but most of us have children. Most of us have children, okay, especially in a certain age bracket. If you're in your 30s, you can only have children. Start at home. And you know what that has to do with children. I mean, you got to start somewhere. Now, if you want to go,
that has nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Then that's another way of reaching out. But other than that, I don't know where the tide is turning on this. We flipping tracks right now. We started off.
You don't have to have children to care, though. You don't have to have children to care about the community.
What do you propose that I do then, sir?
Now, what Coco does is very noble.
Kids that I see out in these streets.
No. What Coco does is noble. No, it's very noble. You know. So I got to give her props on that. She got to clean them old drawers and clean up around these old people and shit like that, you know.
He's such a hater. Jesus.
So can I ask you a
when
question?
You get old, somebody's gonna have to clean your hair.
You'll be there soon. You'll be there very soon. So
or he may be there sooner than you think, the way he talks.
I'm not trying to figure out where you're from.
Somebody take care of me. Hopefully my children will take care of me. I think they will. I'm doing
with that attitude.
Well, sir, every household doesn't have perfect parents that was there for their kids, sir. So that's an incorrect statement that you just made. That's very incorrect. So you said because I don't
incorrect. Starting at home is not incorrect. You got to start at home, but see, you don't apply.
Yes, I'll agree with that at home. Definitely agree with that.
Everyone does not have a two-parent home. So
well, let me tell you, I didn't grow up with any parents. I didn't grow up with no parents. So what about that?
I'll give you an example. My father was like a pillar of the community. My father helped so many people, and I've learned that from watching my father. And then I helped out so many friends, unfortunate friends, because I was like closest to the Brady Bunch you would get in that community. But anyway, I've learned that aspect from my dad, that good nature from my dad to help your friends.
Now can I ask you this? What if I didn't get that type of attention from my father to be able to show people and help people?
No,
right?
I understand. I understand.
I'm asking you a straight up question. If I wasn't taught that, right? But I know that the way I came up was straight garbage. I didn't have to do the things that I did, right? I learned that at this age in my life right now, I'm trying to mend fences with the youth. That is the purpose of what I'm doing, because I know what I see on out here is disgusting from the youth.
And that's powerful.
I see it every day. Every day.
But yeah, but you have to realize you have no measuring stick to go by. You have zero measuring stick to go by. So you really probably can't teach them anything.
That's not true. That is not true.
Opinion, sir.
That is not true.
That is your opinion. No, that is his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But the man doesn't know me. If you get a chance to know me and know my life, I could teach you something, sir. What are you talking about?
A fucking tree can teach me something. Hell.
So what are you talking about? A measuring stick?
Wait. We
all have measuring sticks.
Get your measuring stick, sir. Ask me questions.
John, this is ToughLove talking. Listen.
Okay, ToughLove.
What a tree can teach us, Rick.
Right. Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what a tree can teach you. A tree will teach you patience.
Okay.
All right.
I just wanted to know.
Okay.
I just wanted to know. Okay, go ahead, John.
Now, who teach you how to get? What teaches you how to get bowdy and rowdy when you need to? Who teaches you that? Let me see your answer for that.
Oh, well, let me see. I grew up with my dad, and I watched him get bowdy and rowdy when he had to. I grew up with 3 brothers who taught me how to get rowdy and bowdy when they had to. Okay.
All right. And my dad was around too, sir. He might didn't live in the house with me. He taught me how to work and be a man. I'm the oldest out of 5 boys. So I think I'm more than qualified on speaking on certain events. So like I said before, ask me some questions about who I am as a man before you assume that I don't have a measuring stick.
Well, you said you didn't have no one in your life. If I heard that correctly. Now, if your dad was in your life, that's different. If your dad was in your life,
you're mixing up people. Coco said that.
Okay.
So what make you think I don't have nieces and nephews and cousins and all of that, sir? Just like you. You don't think
I may have misheard, okay? I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I may have misheard.
Wow. Really? Man, you got a hearing aid?
I have the ability to do that.
Shit.
You know what? In our community, a lot of times we may not grow up in 2-parent households, may not have any parents. In my personal experience, I didn't grow up with my mother or my father. I lost my mother at 15, okay? But guess what? The examples that I had around me were extremely negative. Poverty, drugs, all this other stuff. But the one good thing I can say is I always look at life and take the good out of the bad situation. What I saw growing up made me want to go a different way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
at the very beginning, the younger youth of my life, I sold plenty of drugs. I slanged plenty of rocks. Like I said, looking at me, you'll think I'm sweet, nice, and third. So when I talk with authority, I talk with authority for a reason, because I believe in my purpose. I stand in what I say. I mean what I say. You understand? And it's never a disrespectful tone. It depends on where I am and the situation of where I am. At job, no, of course not. That's not the place. Here is definitely the place. This ain't my real life. You understand what I'm saying? What I do in my real life when I'm helping people on a daily basis, like I said, I don't get paid a dime for the other stuff I do. I do it because I actually care. It matters to me. I lost my mother, like I said, at 15 years old to 8. You understand? So I work with aged patients. I work with disabled patients. I have a child that's disabled, but I was working with them before I had this child 6 years ago. So the things that I'm talking about and I speak of, I believe in so much, because these are the people that I look at that really need my help. And I feel good when I do what I need to do for them. And I do it behind the scenes. Like I said, I work with the prostitutes. I work with the like I said, the elderly, the drug dealers, the crackheads. I work with all of them because guess what I see them as? I don't see them as their addiction. I don't see them as their issue. I see them as people, and that's the same way I talk to them, with compassion and with conviction, because they need somebody to know that somebody cares. I met a young man the other day, 21 years old, y'all. He didn't look like he didn't look like what he'd been through, but for some reason I was drawn to him in a 7-Eleven. I pulled him to the side and I said, young man, something about you is telling me that you got a story. You got a story, and I just want you to know that your life matters. I said, I don't know what you've been through in your life, but people have counted you out from the very beginning. But let me let you know something. People could count you out all day long, but God will count you back in. Do you understand what I'm telling you, young man? Then he began to cry. He told me his story.
There's so much I
his
want to
grandmother,
say.
he
There's
lived
so
with his
much I want
grandmother,
to
and
say.
she passed away. And she
Young
passed away,
lady.
right? So now he's homeless. Now he was homeless, and he didn't even eat that day, y'all. I didn't even know that, but I had already offered to buy this young man something to eat. I bought him a coat. I bought him a book bag because he had like 6 bags he was carrying. I bought him a book bag. I bought him some orange juice, some Gatorade. I said, is there anything else that you should need, young man? Guess what this young man told me? He said, your words today have changed my life. He said, because I wanted to kill myself. I've been homeless a month. I have no other family, and I wanted to take my life.
I know
you
that
never know who you can meet. You never know who you can meet, y'all. You never know who you can meet. You never know if your words can change somebody. You know?
Because I felt like crying just you telling me that story, because there's so many of us young black men that's on out here from broken homes. They don't have a choice in the matter when they come into this world to get what they get, right?
You're absolutely right.
People want to sit up here and not look at the big picture. They look at the behavior, but they need to understand why that behavior is happening.
Why the behavior, exactly.
They need to understand why is they acting the way they act. Look, we all grown people. We all understand that we are a product of our environment, but we can still right some of the wrongs that came our way in this thing called life. I lived in all the projects. I mean, I'm not going to still say and do things the same way as I did in my 20s or my 30s. And I understood that, did it scare me a little bit? Well, kind of, sort of, but I knew it was coming. So I'm embracing it. I'm embracing helping these young people on out. I'm embracing changing my ways. Now, yes, am I still going to be an emotional son of a bitch? Hell yeah. But now I'm going to tone it down. I'm going to tone it down. I see, when you're scared to be yourself, then you're scared to live. I ain't scared to live. So I'm going to be myself.
Wow, I like that. I like that. I like that.
John, can I say something? Can I say something to John?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
John, it's Antonia. All right. So let me say, I hear everything you're saying, and that's exactly what I was saying in the beginning. You just weren't listening to me. I am definitely the type that says everybody should get therapy, okay? Because one, like you said, children are the products of their environment. And that's whether the person is affluent or not, or in between. Children in any household can be abused. So yes, so I advocate therapy for everyone. I do agree with a lot of the points you're making, and you crack me up because you are, but it's okay. That's what I was saying. We're humans. Like, it's okay to do that, and that's more of a man to say that. But you didn't even let me finish, okay? So I respect that more. I say to my son who is 22, and I say to him, Papa, I'm going to call him that. Show your emotions. You have to show, because I thought he didn't have any. And it's all right to do that. It's all right. I'm not saying walking around like, like that, but you could obviously tell that you are hurt. Okay. I can tell you're hurt, and it's all right to be hurt. Okay. And you're reaching out, telling your story is because you haven't reached to that point yet where you're over it, because you still can't believe it. And I'm telling you this, so just take this. I do respect where you're coming from, and I respect what you were trying to do. But like I said, you attach yourself to a character. So we understand, and we have your back, and you do have a lot of good things to say. I have watched your videos, John. But when I, see you coming on, the reason why I'm kind of like, because you have so much more to give, but you keep going back to that one thing, So just know that we understand, we feel what you feeling for you. And I can say I respect that.
Man, you guys are long.
Can you let me finish, please, John? Can I please
All right.
finish? So, John,
You're
I do
right.
respect that, you know, where you're going and what you're trying to do. I'm going to say that. And I don't tell people I respect them if I do. So
And
I'm
I
just telling you
appreciate
I
that. I
do.
appreciate you telling me that. And I'm learning. Look, I'm a work in progress. I ain't never say I was perfect.
We
And I
all
ain't
are.
say that it's going right. And I ain't gonna act like I'm gonna change overnight as far as my emotions, because I don't like nobody to do me any type of way. And should nobody like to
Right.
be done any type of way. So, you know, I just can't be right there
Right.
now. And I'm just gonna be honest. If we was in person and I wouldn't be doing no talking. That's just my word. So men don't do all that talking. I don't like to talk, so I don't like to feel like I'm that emotional that I can't like release that emotion. I have a punching bag. I have weights, so I do know how to channel my emotions. I didn't get to the age that I am now being super emotional. The reason why I got so emotional about this because it was for the kids. I didn't sign up for all the negativity. And I felt like I allowed it to enter into my space, which I shouldn't have did. And for that, I have to atone for that. So I'm a man. If I'm going a little bit overboard, I know how to sit back and be like, oh, damn, I probably should just stop beating a dead horse on that. I'm probably going a little bit too far. So I have.
When you say you don't do all that talking, what exactly do you mean?
Well, I'm not talking. If you disrespected me, ain't no talking. We gonna fight.
Okay. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna fight. I'm not because
right. The emotion. That's when you lost control of your emotions, and then you start windmilling a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna windmill. I'm a straight.
You know that's not a good trait. You know that, right?
Well,
that's not a good trait.
Right, because he's emotional still and he's trying to learn. Like I see John as trying to learn and find his way.
Wait a minute, I haven't got to the age that I am now to overreact to every single little mishap. So let's be clear. All I'm saying is that yes, do I get emotional about things that I really truly stand for and stand on it? Yes. I think that should be everybody, correct?
Well, there's a difference between passionate about something and emotional about something.
Well,
you can be passionate, put all your emotions.
It was for the kids.
It's not though. It's not. It's not though, John. And when you admit that part, then you'll be able to get through this.
What it is, I'm telling you where my mind frame was. I can't debate. We already came to the conclusion that I have to just look at the good deed in this and let the other part go. I get that. And I am. But that don't mean that I'm not going to shed light. And that's going to be another thing that I talk about on my page. We need to start shedding light on these public figures that's just getting this donations and all this and that. I'm strongly feeling that way because I'm telling you, you should not have to donate to a public figure unless you figure out what their overall scheme of things is. I'm not bringing myself up this right?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Money, you never know who you give your money to.
JB, let me ask you a question. I think it's JB. Why do you think? JG. Why do you think you're so emotional?
Because I feel like somebody, a public figure, took me for a ride for no reason when I'm a genuine dude. That's
okay.
Why.
No. We got to back up. We got to go back because you had to been emotional before you start watching a public figure. Come on now. When you say public figure, I'm thinking of YouTube. Before that,
wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. Hold on. You saying I should have been emotional before YouTube? Now, I just told you the age that I am now. I told you. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but you pick and choose when you show your emotions, sir. So I'm no dummy.
Right.
So I mean, please come on now. I just told you.
Well, can I ask you a question? I want to ask you a question.
I do not have a record. I have never did a bit in jail, sir. So you tell me, am I really that emotional, sir?
Jeffrey Dahmer didn't do a day in jail till he got busted.
Sir, don't compare me to no white man that raped and killed. Don't compare me to no white man
his victims.
The fuck is
my point is, all right, well, you can lock on to me comparing you to somebody. I have a question for you. Are you ready? You want to answer?
I'm listening.
Okay. Damn, you kind of threw me off. But at any point before,
Threw yourself
because you
off with the
mentioned
Jeffrey Dahmer
you.
bullshit.
All right, my bad, dog. My bad. Anyway, my point. That was a crude fucking example. But at any rate, you were not emotional before you watched somebody on YouTube or
No,
somebody.
no, because I didn't give a damn about no YouTube up until Kwame actually. Excuse me. A certain individual actually gave me motivation on getting on YouTube to put my voice on out there, right?
Okay.
So I got caught up with the character. I've already stated that. I did. I truly got caught up with the character because the message resonated with me.
No, so that's easy to do.
I'm not going to act like that didn't happen that way. But what really, I guess, got my draws in a bunch, right, is because if I say I'm doing business with you, let me put this example. If I'm doing business with you and you tell me, you invite me to a public event, right? I say I'm coming to donate something to you, right? Now you give me the wrong address once I arrive to the destination. Do you supposed to feel a certain type of way? Or no? Or you say, oh,
no,
well,
we already agreed on that. You're right. I'm with you on that one.
All right.
I am with you 100 on that one.
Okay, so then if you can't even fulfill your obligation to a donation, how can I ever do business with you, sir? Have you even thought about it on that level? If I can't depend on you to get something for free, then how can we do business when it's money involved?
I'm gonna tell you what I'll do. I'll write it off as a loss and say, hey, I made a bad decision, because we make bad decisions all throughout our lives.
Correct.
And I write it off as a bad decision and I'll go somewhere else.
Correct. No, I get that part. But how come we not supposed to speak on that though, sir? You mean to tell me you're supposed to let it slide?
You should speak on it. No, I'm not telling you not to speak on it, because I speak on shit like that too. I'm gonna give you an example. I made bad investments in the stock market and lost thousands of dollars. I'm like, God damn it. I said, well, you know what? It's time to do more research before I make a next investment. That's how I look. I just wrote it off. I said, fuck it.
What can I ask you this, sir? Now, let me ask you this. Don't us as black men, now, and women, y'all could chime in too if y'all disagree with what I'm saying. Do you feel that us black men already take too many goddamn losses as is?
Yeah,
yeah, I do.
We take losses because we don't learn lessons.
Absolutely.
That's why we take losses.
Okay, and thank you for saying
that.
I
like that.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, because we do not learn from the losses that we took already. So we continue as a cycle to keep taking the same loss over and over and over again. So
want me to tell you one thing
you know
perpetuates
what
that?
that's called?
It's called the same loss over and over again.
It's called insanity.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You just described a crazy
The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. And I think a lot of black men are stuck so bad blaming the white man so much that themselves back. This is America, guys. I mean,
I agree that
foreigners can come here.
I agree with that too.
If foreigners can come here and build and do whatever and make it, well, but you know what I'm saying just now.
You know what?
And if Mario and Coco can come from a family having no family like that and come out of foster care and all that and achieve what they achieved, anybody can do it. The thing is, black men, certain black men, can I finish please? Certain black men sit around and I hear the same story. Oh, it didn't stop my son. It's not stopping you guys. Nothing is stopping y'all. Maybe back in the day, but this is 2022. Just get up and do. That's what I tell my son. We don't even have to speak. We just look at each other, because I always raised them. If you want it, get up and do. It's no point in saying, oh, I just want to, oh, you know what, this is only, no. That's excuses. Those are excuses, and I don't accept that. So therefore, if you want that, get up and do. If you think you're too fat, get up and do something about it. If you think you're broke, get up and do something about it. If you want that outfit and you got to save, get up and do something to save for it. I don't want to hear any excuses in 2022 that a black man
Hey, excuse me,
choose
That's
anything.
Lake Street, whoever Lake Street is, I've seen you commenting in the comments a lot, and you've been having a lot to say, but you won't jump on the panel. So I don't know if you're a man or a woman. That doesn't matter to me, but I think you need to jump on the panel because you seem to be saying, a lot of little stuff in the comments. So I don't know if you're trolling or you want to be seen or you want your 15 minutes of fame, but you can actually jump on the panel to get your fame if you need it. You all can go ahead, y'all. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all.
Okay,
Sorry.
let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna game you guys up really fast. I'm gonna make this quick and swift. Okay, let me tell you something about life. Okay, a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of you guys do realize this. Okay, life's nothing but a fucking struggle. Okay, since we popped out the cookie, we've been struggling ever since, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, we struggle to eat. Okay, we gotta compare ourselves to animals. Ants struggle to survive. Animals in the wild struggle to survive. Lions, hyenas, elephants, they have to struggle to survive. Without that struggle, life is meaningless without the struggle. And without the struggle, know what happens? That's why a lot of rich people just commit suicide and they die young. A lot of them do. Usually they commit suicide because they accomplish everything because the struggle's gone. They accomplished so much that the struggle's gone. The struggle is real and the struggle keeps us going. It keeps our heart pumping. It gives us something to look forward to the next day. You got to get up in the morning to struggle to feed your kids. That's the struggle. Without it, we're worthless. We just dwindle away and die.
And that's facts. And to add to that, I think a lot of people embrace the struggle. For instance, like I was having a conversation with my wife, and I told her, me personally, I think feminism is bullshit as the way it's sold. And I said, this whole asking men to soften up thing is a bunch of bullshit as well. And I said, the reason why is because, damn, I lost my train of thought. My bad. Y'all carry on.
No, I can finish up what you're saying. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I soften up on my woman, next thing you know, I'll be walking around this motherfucker with black eyes and shit. It's like a piece of shit.
Abuse shouldn't be tolerated on any end, though. Whether it's verbal or
I got it now. Hey, y'all, I'm back. Because I was telling my wife.
I brought him back.
Should no woman be putting their hands on nobody?
Right, but
I don't care. You put power in the wrong person's hand. Shit, ain't no telling what's gonna happen, Captain.
But this is a real conversation.
I don't have that type of problem because I don't do that. I don't condone no man putting his hands on no woman, and I don't condone no woman putting their hands on no man.
Absolutely, nobody should be putting their hands on nobody.
Walk away. Walk away.
Some people don't deserve power.
Go get drunk, and then when I get home, go to sleep. So we'll wake up the next day, we'll patch things up. I don't understand why dudes, knowing that they're one of the most powerfulest powerfulest beings in the world, that would want to put their hands on a delicate flower. I never understood it.
Where is this coming from? My point is, if you give certain people power, they abuse it. Not all, but
that might not be the right one. Then if you're gonna put your hands on somebody, that's the wrong one to be with.
No, I'm gonna walk away. I don't care what a woman can say to me because women has foul tongues. Don't take what I say the wrong way, women that's on the panel. Y'all can have foul ass tongues that can make a man go there, right?
Yes, of course.
I gotta be provoked though. I gotta be provoked, but I would give them a lash and believe
regardless of how you're being provoked, it doesn't matter. Y'all tongues is the most.
We're human, guys. Of course, anger. Yes, it happens.
So all I'm saying is, a real man knows this. He should be able to walk away.
Let me tell you a little trick that I use with any woman that I'm with. If we argue the previous night, and if she wakes up, or if I wake up and I bring up what happened the night before, and I'm just going to use if she brought it up. And I'll be like, I told you, leave that shit behind us. That was yesterday. Today's a new day. Let's move forward. And I constantly remind her. And if I do it, she'll tell me the same thing.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. See, that kind of reminds me of when people say they don't mind to agree to disagree. That means, to me, when
I
I hear
hate
that,
that term.
we should be able to come together, agree to disagree. That means you just want to come back tomorrow and argue again. You know,
Yep.
if you agree to disagree, that's fine, but have a solution for the way forward. That way, the next time y'all encounter each other, you got some
Thank you.
boundaries.
Yes,
So
exactly.
that you don't
Real
Yeah, I
talk.
like
agree
that.
to fuck
I
against
Real
agree.
each other.
talk. Real talk.
Yes,
This
yes,
is what I see
definitely.
on that. If you able to throw a criticism out, you should be able to have the lens to accept what the person is telling you as far as their problem with you. You're supposed to be able to look at it both ways, no matter what. Regardless if you're going to agree to it, it don't matter about that, because some things ain't going to be agreed upon all the time anyway. But if
Exactly.
it's a through line. It has to be a through line. I do believe that. Because at the end of the day, we are all human. We is not going to be on the one accord all the time. We all know this. But if we
But
come, it has to be a through line through it all. Anytime we talking, it was a through line. Coco set us right. She told us, hey, this ain't that over here. Be cool. Everybody respect it and listen. And it's been cool ever since. So if you it just
And see,
you know you have,
I like that because I want to hear y'all points of view. I'm really interested in this, y'all. I love open dialogue. I've been doing this since I was a little kid, did it in school. I really respect other people's opinions. You know, like I said, even if I don't agree with it, I respect it because I like to see things from different angles, you know?
Yes.
So that's
shit.
why I said I wanted to hear what all of you were saying because I couldn't hear when I was just
I
listening
set up
before I
this
got
as
on
soon
here,
as
you know?
soon as you got on and got to talking that talk, I like, oh,
I think that
Yeah, you know what I appreciate? Your tone has changed as well.
it did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I told you my tone is something. I have to start with my authoritative, and the reason I say that is this: I want people to understand that I'm serious about what I say, right? And I want them to internalize what I say because people can hear. You know how we all talking. People can hear what we're saying, guys, and not internalize it and not listen. And it's a big difference between listening and hearing and internalizing information, you know?
Well,
And I think all of you guys, to be honest, made some great
Because
points.
they're not
I think
listening.
all of
They
you all made
hear,
some
but
great
not
well,
points.
you
listening.
got to realize this as well too. It's just like a parent yelling at a kid. A kid ain't gonna hear what's coming out their mouth. All they hear is just blibberish. And you did this, yeah. All they hear is yapping. Kids can't process that shit. That's why you need to talk to kids. My mom used to talk to me when I got in trouble. My dad would be at work. He was the sole proprietor. And then my mom used my dad as a threat. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you dad, but you gotta sit down and talk to me. She'll say, well, why did you do that? She'll ask me, why did you do it? She makes me explain. If I did some stupid shit at school, well, why did you do it? And she asked me that question. And then if I like start lying and playing, she said, okay, well, I'll just tell your dad, let your dad have a talk. I didn't want dad to have a talk with me because I know I'm gonna get my ass whooped. And then he talks differently. But just his voice alone was like violence. But anyway, she would talk to me, hey son, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? You know, so I mean, my point is yelling at a person or a certain tone will make a person cloud you out.
No, like I said, a lot of times too, it has to be on how we receive information. You know, everybody receives information on a different level, right? So if I'm the type of person, I'm always on the defensive. It doesn't even matter what a person says to me or what their tone is. I'm going to always be offended by it, and I'm going to miss the message. You know, so that goes to show that people are on different levels, which is completely understandable. But don't miss the message. Don't worry about how they're saying it if they're not being disrespectful. I'm never going to call anyone out their name. I'm going to,
2,000
greet you.
years later.
My thought process is I'm about to piss somebody off.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna give you another example. If I walk in a grocery store and the grocery clerk, if I go there and she like, do you want this or what? You sure you want this? You know, because you keep putting stuff back. I ain't got time for this, and that. I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Bitch, I don't even want you to help me. I'm telling you, words and your tone means a lot. That's all I'm saying. It means a lot. So
I did customer service and I also did cashiering. Everybody came to my line because they loved me.
I mean, but listen, if you walk in, the person who said I saw nothing wrong with her tone, but if you walk in a grocery store and somebody talking to you in the beginning, like you were talking, I'd be like, bitch, I'm going to another line.
You're trying to compare apples and oranges, sir. And what I mean by that is this is an open discussion panel. This is not my real life. You know, I think that's where you're getting too confused. I'm a professional woman. I'm a professional woman every day. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, when I'm at my job, when I'm at these other places that I actually give my time at in the community, this is outside of YouTube street. This is what I do as a passion. So these people love me and they respect me because of who I am. I'm not talking to them like, yo, this, that, and the third. It's a time and a place for everything. And that's what I think people get misconstrued. Just like how a lot of people be on YouTube, you can act one way and be totally different in the street. I am the same way that I am everywhere. The only difference is how I deal with the people.
Coco.
And again,
it's called decorum. It's called decorum.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's called decorum.
I think that this,
you know, I mean,
depends
on where you are.
Well, I think.
Go ahead.
Yep, that's me. I think this conversation or this panel was definitely an eye-opening for me. You know, because a lot of times, even though we don't know people directly, a lot of times we spend some of our time on YouTube in the same space as people. And sometimes people try to figure out what's going on. But people hold things in because we could talk to people in our real life, but they don't know these people we talking about. You know what I mean? So you do hold on to certain things. So I get where John coming from. I'm glad that I feel like he was able to get some relief from this panel. John, I encourage you to shop around for things where that person don't come through your feed or whatever. So much ain't going on talking about them, whatever, just to clear your mind. But don't stay on it. God
and that's what I tell. That's what I tell everyone. You guys, we all gonna go through things in this lifetime, y'all, that we may not understand, and that's definitely going to be hard, you know. Mm-hmm. And what I tell people as a place of just coming from broken home, abuse in the child support, child foster system, and all these things being brutally attacked and raped.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what'll I make you? Good?
You need people like me. You need people like me. You need me. Keep your fucking ass grounded.
Yesterday, I seen something yesterday, and I was really upset. I mean, I wanted to take it there, but you know what? I realized that if I had done that, I would have been just as wrong as that person. So I decided not to even give the energy. It's apparently sometimes people see things in you that you don't see in your own self sometimes. People know when God is about to bless you and do different things. And unless you focus, you will miss out.
True. Very true.
No doubt.
Very true.
Check this out, man. I'm about to get up out of here. You guys do me a favor. Shout out your channels or anything that you got going on. Y'all can start in whatever order y'all want. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to give my little monologue or whatever once I get everybody off the panel. So y'all go ahead and whatever order y'all want to start.
Y'all hit that like, though. Hit that like and hit that share. This was a great show.
If you haven't done so, please subscribe.
I enjoyed y'all. Yeah. I enjoyed y'all point of views and stuff. It was dope.
Coco, me and you will talk later.
That's what's up.
All right, then.
No, the hell y'all won't.
What
the hell you think this is? Hey, Rich, please go ahead. Go ahead and shout out your channel, Rich Bleezy. You know, let them know what type of channel you got, and then I'm gonna.
My channel's simple. It's just Rich Bleezy, you know, entertainment. I talk shit, and you're gonna get some truth, logic, and facts along with the entertainment. Straight up.
Refuse to lose BTS. And I'm trying to do topics that can reach our young ladies and teach them the importance of staying covered and, you know, living accordingly.
Miss Coco BX is spelled just like my name, and it's basically I want to empower people to be them best selves. You know, we are survivors too. No more chains. It's about us surviving the chains of our trauma and removing those chains. So that's what my group is about.
Miss Curlin, you still there?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I just wish unity on everybody. Just try to. This was a good panel, and everybody. You know, hopefully, John got released, and everybody on here kind of understands each other a little bit. I think a lot of things come from hurt, from young, and it's good that there's a panel like this to discuss those things and what we think when we're solely not. We just lack understanding because each of us is different. So try to understand each other, and we'll see that we're more alike than we think we are different. That's it.
That's dope. I appreciate you. Thank you. Riding Dirty, my man. What you got to say, brother?
Oh, hey, pardon me, I'm at the school pickup line right now. But anyway, like I said, I don't have a page. I don't want a page. I'm just a dude here trying to do good and help people strip away the parts of them that they don't like so they can be the person they want to be that man, woman, or child. I have a lot of resources at my disposal that I'm more than willing to share. I come from a bad place, and kind of like what Coco was saying, when you learn to make the best out of a bad situation and you base your choices off of good and peace, you're more likely to have good, peaceful outcomes. And that's something that I learned at a young, early age, because I grew up in an abusive house. My dad beat my mama so dope, was alcoholic. I mean, my house got hit by a tornado and burned down. So I've been through it all, in and out of women's shelters and all of that. But no matter what, I've always tried to make the best out of a bad situation and focus my decisions around peaceful outcomes. And it's been a long way, and I'm still learning pieces about myself right now because I'm still trying to be the man that I want to be. And I'm willing to share at a personal level, what I go through to help people. And that's all I'm about. I give it back.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks, man. Salute. I guess it's my turn to talk. Let me start off by saying this. I appreciate everybody who came through. Definitely eye-opening. Let me stop this music real quick. Hold on. I appreciate everybody came through, giving me their perspective. The panels are always interesting. There was a lot of people that wanted me to start the panels back up. They're always interesting because you never know who's going to pull up. I've seen a lot of people come through the chat or whatever case be, say what's up. I realize everybody can't, stay here a long time or whatever. But Rotten Dirty says something that I think that is very important, because I was just going off of the last live about Charleston White. So I'm gonna go back and watch it or whatever case be. I think he said some things that really resonated with me. I don't want to feel like I want my message to be received, and I don't want people to feel on the defensive for it. I got a lot of passion in what I say, based on the things that I do in real life, the things that I've been through. And I know that we all have something to say, and I want to empower people to say those things. But I also feel like we should say those things with a level of respect for one another. I am definitely in the wrong sector of YouTube, but however, if I can find a way to refine my message so that way it doesn't come across as defensive or preachy or whatever case may be, I'm definitely going to look at those ways. But for right now, I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to, kind of look at some things and kind of see, what I'm saying, if I see something different that I can start doing. I really appreciate everybody that come through. Thank you guys for all the super chats and the donations. I really appreciate those things. I'm excited. I'm excited about, where this channel can go. I'm excited about our growth. I'm excited about the interaction. We have developed a little small family here, an online family per se, and we definitely shared a lot of stories. So I really appreciate you guys for coming through, and I'm hoping that you guys do see something different, something that you want to be a part of. And for all the people that's in the bushes, man, I'm not here to beef with you. I'm not here to dox you or disrespect you. I'm here just trying to give my perspective the best way I know how. I'm learning every day. There are people around me that's keeping me grounded. So I appreciate everything. L. Nixon, you exactly right. Body language is huge. You know what I'm saying? And the tone, you exactly right. When I get passionate, I kind of get into the my delivery mode. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of almost like my sister, but a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand the space that I'm in, and I understand what drives them. You know what I'm saying? I understand what drives them. Riding Dirty, pull it back up. Did you just pull it back up? Oh, Marlon pulled up. Marlon, what's up, man?
Hey, what's happening, bro? Sorry, I had to step off for a minute. What's the topic? What y'all talking about?
Oh man, I'm just giving out my closing statements, man. I'm about to shut down the live, brother.
Oh, you about to shut out? Oh,
yeah, I may come back later. Though. I may come back later, so feel free to pull up, brother.
Oh yeah. I pull up for sure.
All right. Salute.
All right. Yep.
But again, everybody, thanks for joining. I appreciate y'all time. It's always a great moment to hear from you guys. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and then I'm out. Peace.